Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Superior Adventures Guild. My name is Dave, your humble dungeon master, and tonight we've got a special community one-shot. I get to play with some old friends and some new friends, some folks that have been hanging out with us over the last months and weeks and years, and it's always fun to bring new people into the stream. So before we get too far into this, I want to go around the table here and have folks introduce themselves, and I'd love to start with you, Mike, if you don't mind. Tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're playing tonight.
I am Mike. I'm very new to this streaming thing, so I haven't done a lot of it. I don't have a channel or anything like that right now. The only thing I've done online for videos is 3D printing stuff, because that's one of my other passions. The character I'll be playing tonight is Valentino Eduardo Fuzzmuscle Antonio Escobar the Sixth. Surely you know who I am.
And if you don't, you will. Great to have you, Mike / Valentino Eduardo Fuzzmuscle Antonio Escobar the Sixth.
You can call me Six if it's easier for you.
Nice. I like that. Thanks for being here, Mike. Really appreciate it. Let's move over to Mr. Vamp Wickman.
Hey everybody, Vamp Wickman, Chad here. I've been on this channel a bit, doing one-shots, getting slaughtered, murdered, destroyed, stepped on, blown up, kicked around, stomped around. It's been a blast. I love it. I just like having fun here. Don't stream personally myself. It's a lot of work. I'd rather just be here. And my character, his name is O2. I am a Air Genasi Ranger.
Very cool. Thanks for being here, man. It's always fun to have you back for a variety of reasons. Brett, please introduce yourself to the crowd.
All right. Name's Brett, and been playing D&D off and on since it came out, pretty much, first edition. First adventure was, I believe, Keep on the Borderlands. And yeah, I still have that one too, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, otherwise, I do not stream. I love watching streams. I'm a huge Greyhawk guy. Love the world of Greyhawk. That's where everything started for me, and where everything will stay with me. I'll play in other things, but you know, all my games are Greyhawk. And yeah, I'll be playing Grav Lograth, human barbarian, bit of a pirate maybe. He loves the whiskey. He loves the dice, and yeah, but he's a well-dressed guy with and he has a necklace with a ship's anchor on it. That's my character.
I love it. Well, thanks for being here. It's great to have you. I've seen you bouncing around the Discords and the Twitch channels, and it's great to meet you in person. I'm glad you jumped into our Discord and have connected with us. So thanks for being here.
Glad I saw the invite. Thank you.
And I'm just gonna make a couple of notes here, scratch some things out. This is definitely set in Greyhawk. Greyhawk. Okay. Last but not least, Ty Thalanos.
Hello, Tyler Thalanos here. You can find me on Twitch, just playing video games, hanging out, talking nerd. Yeah, otherwise, find me here on some one-shots. Hopefully no Terras tonight, but if not, we'll deal with it. But yeah, I'll be playing Mel Furrowbrow and excited for what Dave has in store for us tonight.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, Ty. It's been great having you in a bunch of games lately. So yeah, man, a couple of them have been real doozies. So we'll see what happens tonight. No guarantees about that Tarask.
No falling damage. No death by falling damage.
You know what? Your last character tripped and fell off of a cliff. The character before that jumped off of a cliff. I think we have to maybe have an off-camera discussion about some of the choices you're making, my friend.
I've corrected it. You'll see it. I've corrected it. Maybe.
Okay, you got boots of levitation.
Spider climbing.
There you go. I love it. That should save your butt. Okay, so let's, without much fanfare, I want to jump into this. This is a one-shot called Rockfort, and it was put together and published by our friends at CZRPG Publishing. Christian and his team have been sponsors of our stream for as long as I can remember, and we really appreciate them donating things for us to give away. We do not have a giveaway tonight. We're just jumping in sort of a last minute one shot, but they did send us this Rockfort to play, and it's a really fun adventure. So I'm excited. We'll see if we can get through it tonight. I'm hoping that the pacing will be good, but you never know till you know. So without further ado, I'm going to give a little bit of background on what we're getting into. All right, so the town of Rockfort is a thriving center of commerce in the region, yet it's populated by only a few hundred inhabitants. Most of them are dwarves. There's some humans and other races, but largely dwarven. The settlement itself is built atop a 60-foot-high cliff that overlooks this beautiful lake called Crystal Lake. The economy is supported on exquisitely cut quarry stone, the mining of precious metals, robust timber trade, and a lot of the manual labor in this particular village is conducted by strange constructs called tin springs. It's quite peculiar, really. These tin springs, it would seem, support the daily life by executing mundane tasks on behalf of the residents, allowing them to relish in their affluence and focus on planning and architecture, engineering, and artisanry that keeps their economy so vibrant and on the cutting edge of technology. Crime is all but absent in Rockfort, as there's a sort of a sense of communal greater good mentality that's taken hold. The details of Rockfort's tin spring technology is a well-kept secret, even from the residents themselves. It's said that only the Rock Council knows the true source of their power, and despite this having a really well defended fortifications, there have been some small incursions to try to steal the technology, but none of them have apparently succeeded, as this is the only place in the known region where you can find these kinds of constructs. So the secret is still hidden within Rockfort's walls. Now, the four of you have been hired by a wealthy merchant named Desmond McCroth, who has an interest in this tin spring technology, but instead of using espionage and theft, he wants to build business relationships. He wants to do it the right way. So he's a little leery of going to Rockfort on his own, not sure about these magical constructs, but he wants to know more. He hired you to investigate. He has offered you a total of 600 gold pieces for the job, half of which he gave to you in advance, and I divvied up amongst your character sheets. The other half will be paid upon return when you come back, hopefully, with information about the tin spring technology, but more importantly, his interest in purchasing some of these constructs for himself. So he has sent you with the power to meet with the Rock Council and perhaps broker a acquisition of one or more of these tin springs. So as we start the adventure, the four of you find yourselves in Rockfort. You are entering the Golden Griffin Tavern to meet a contact of yours named Olga Kraston. She happens to be the owner of the establishment, and she is a business associate of Desmond McCroth, your patron. So let's do this. As you one by one enter the threshold and step into the tavern, starting with Valentiniano. Did I say that right? Number 6? Let's start with 6. Valentino. Please describe for us, what do we see as you cross this threshold and enter into the Golden Griffin Tavern?
The door swings wide, and standing silhouetted against the light coming in from the street, you see a tabaxi who stands 6'4" tall, dark as midnight, with piercing yellow eyes. He takes a quick stock of the room, crosses the threshold, and says, "Ah, my friends, your establishment has been gifted with my appearance. If I may have a table for myself and my business associates that shall be around shortly, I would really appreciate it. You know who I am, correct?"
Everybody kind of looks at you. They turn for a moment, listening to your speech. your entrance, your grand entrance, and then they turn and go back to their business. Right behind you steps in Mel Furrowbrow.
And you see Mel, a short dwarf, step in, jet black hair, a very, very nice, luscious beard, coming in, and a very fancily trimmed scale mail armor kind of shove Valentiniano out of the way. Be like, yes, stop posing. Ale. And will start stomping his way off to a table.
As the two of you have entered, there is indeed a robotic construct that walks up to you, smooth walking, without sort of the jitteriness of what you might expect from a construct. We have a table for you. Follow me. And it turns and just walks off. This thing is about 4 feet tall, so maybe about the same height perhaps as Mel, and it starts to guide you towards an open table just as O2 walks in behind you to catch up.
So you see a air genasi glide smoothly in, fine leather armor, standing probably about 5'8", 5'9", comes in 2 short swords, 1 on each hip. As he looks in, very sure of himself, but as he sees the mechanical device that is turned its back, taking his friends there, if you look very closely, you'll see a scour pass very quickly across his face, and then just like that is gone, and slowly follows, though hesitant and not uncomfortable, but not excited to be in the presence of such mechanical devices.
You get the sense that perhaps there was a greater reason that you were hired for this particular job.
Mm-hmm.
And behind you, Grav Lograth steps through the threshold.
Grav steps in. Well, probably a male in his 40s, long, flowing dark hair, well-trimmed beard and mustache, and he's just comes in and he's got that smile. And like I say, he's a big guy, but he kind of comes across almost not quite as swashbuckler, but he's well dressed and walking, and he's kind of looking around, looks at all the different tables, he's looking for something. Nobody really know, but he's looking for maybe any marks for some gambling or anything that he could try to get some money off of. But then he starts walking towards the empty table behind this robotic creature.
Go ahead and roll a perception check as you look around. The rest of you follow behind this creature, the sound of many voices reverberating across the halls of this small tavern room. There's a tall golden statue of a griffin in the center of the room, a circular fireplace on the floor around it, and there are benches that face in towards the statue in the flames. Walking amongst the table, you look around now, and Grav, you see this, and also given your propensity towards this type of situation, O2, you see that there are a number of these creatures, these constructs that seem to be walking amongst the crowd. They do seem to be waiting tables, cleaning up as patrons get up to leave. They are bringing out trays that hold mugs of ale. They are waiting tables and pouring drinks for customers at the bar even. They appear to speak with tavern patrons, holding conversations, taking orders, and sort of being polite and helpful. Their voices emanate from sort of these hinge-jawed mouths that you're not exactly sure how they work. But you look around, Grav, and you don't... there's no gambling going on right now. It is early in the day as you've entered, and it seems to be perhaps like a brunch going on, a mid-morning brunch. Although there are plenty of, I would say, leisure seekers in this town who are already having a couple of mugs of early morning ale, most of which are dwarven patrons at this point. And the four of you sit down, and the host construct turns to you all and says, "What would you like to have? We have ale, we have wine, we have spirits, we have a wonderful brunch. Oh, me oh my. Welcome to the Golden Griffin Inn. How can I help you?"
I think brunch sounds excellent.
So we are here. We might as well have 4 brunches, and shall take your darkest ale, please.
Of course. Oh, you're definitely going to like it. It's very tasty. Anyone else for drinks?
Do you have? Look, I need just some boiled water. That's all I need.
Of course.
Can you bring
yes.
me and maybe a selection of teas?
Teas. Yes. We will get you some tea and some hot water.
And you see me just going through a pouch, and I pull out a small silver ball that has holes in it, and I set it down, and I'm just waiting.
And for you?
I'll pass on food and drink, and hopefully if you get a chance to let Olga know we're here to speak with her.
Yes, of course. You are friends of Olga.
We are indeed.
Well, I will inform her of your arrival. Thank you so much for coming here. I'll be back with your drinks and brunch shortly. And it turns and kind of hurries off, making its way back into the kitchen. And it is, for mid-morning, it seems to be well attended. People are eating, people are happy. Some of them are dressed in work clothes. Some of them are dressed as if they are just carrying on about the day. You get a sense that there's a lot of leisure time here in Rockfort.
I must admit, I expected it to be a little more difficult to find these tin springs. I expected maybe in the quarry. But to be all over the town?
They unsettle me something fierce. There's a bit of unnaturalness about them. It is quite like you could not even. I cannot even determine the cost of one of these. But that griffin statue, if that's the real gold.
I've had nightmares about these things taking over, horrible things. Perhaps it's a sign, perhaps it's going to come, perhaps not, but I'm always wary of these mechanical creatures. You know, they seem comfortable, they get more advanced. I like flesh and blood.
Out of character, do most other places have constructs of a similar nature, just not as advanced? Or are these like, this is just kind of crazy that this town has got so much?
So this is very, very unique to this town. This level of advanced technology and constructs is not found anywhere else that you know of. And that's part of the reason why you've been sent by Desmond to scope it out and make some business contacts.
Sounds good.
Look, we both know it is easy to estimate the value of a construct normally, but these something is wrong here, in my opinion. We shall see. We shall see.
I'm definitely going to keep an eye out.
I as well, and an ear, and perhaps other things.
As you're
I got
talking,
a gold piece. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I got a gold piece that says the breakfast gets here in 7 minutes. Anybody else?
I will take that bet. I think it will be here a lot sooner than that. They have these constructs. There's no, if I'm right about them, there's no margin for error, if you will.
It still takes time to cook the food. That's why I'm going 7 minutes.
I'm 5. I have a gold piece saying 5.
You're on.
And if they bring me my tea before that, you might win anyway.
As you guys are sitting there, approximately 11 minutes later, the food and the drinks arrive. I rolled a D12 and rolled an 11.
I slide a gold piece over to Grav.
It's a big, hearty plate with eggs and sausage and bacon and pancakes and biscuits and gravy. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. These dwarves know how to do it. There is hot water for your tea. There are mugs of ale, and for O2, there is just an empty place setting. Is there anything else you would like? I have informed Olga that you wish to speak with her. She's busy right now in the kitchen, but told me to tell you that she will be out in just a few minutes to greet you.
What is your name?
My name is 11735. What is your name?
My name is Valentino Eduardo Fuzzmuzzle Antonio Escobar VI. You can call me Valentine.
Oh, I have heard of you.
You see? You see? This one knows. This one knows of my reputation.
Yes, you announced yourself when you walked in the door, and I listened to that.
Thank you so much.
Anything else?
I slam the table just and laugh in spite of the irony.
I do not think. Do you all need any? What I have here is going to be fine for me, and I believe for the rest of us. Anything? I drop the silver wiffle ball looking thing into the hot water, and immediately there's a sweet grassy smell that comes off of it, and the water turns this kind of grayish green color. And I hold it up and I say, well, to your health. Take a sip, and my pupils widen.
Is this like a Constitution saving throw situation or not yet?
Not yet. I mean, if you want to, we certainly can. But
you tell me when it is. I don't know Valentino's his tolerance for this kind of thing.
Think about it as if it was fire whiskey. If you were having a person drink like the hard stuff during a campaign, when you would want them to.
What is your Constitution bonus?
2.
So on the third one, we'll need a con save.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
That sounds awesome.
The four of you, or the three of you, I should say, begin to eat and drink and carry on. And within just a few minutes after getting started, a small, smaller than Mel, female dwarf with long blonde hair, braided into 2 braids, and just the faint hint of a beard, comes walking out. She's got an apron on. It looks like she's been working. Her hair is kind of messed up. It's pulled back but loose. And you can see that she's kind of wiped her face and her hair's kind of stuck to her forehead from the sweat of maybe working in the kitchen. She comes out and she's wiping her hands off on a towel and says, yes, then the name's Olga. Pleasure to meet you. I was told that you wanted to speak with me. I hope everything is good here. Is the food good? The drinks? My goodness, you don't have anything to eat. We need to get him a plate, please. She calls out.
I wave her off as I pull some strange leaves out of my pouch and just nibble on them a little bit and say, I'm eating strange things nowadays. It's okay.
Must be the keto diet, huh? Cancel that order.
Olga, the biscuits and gravy. The gravy is perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for saying. I'm glad to hear that. We are said to have the best brunch in town. The reviews have been stellar over the last couple months. So I'm glad you're here. Now, how can I help you?
So we are, this is pretty responsible. We're here on behalf of Desmond. I believe you are acquainted with him.
Desmond Markoth.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, of course.
A business associate of yours, I believe?
Yes. He's, well, it's been a while since I've seen him or spoken to him, but what interest does Desmond have here? Curious.
He's looking to... Sorry, switched. He's looking to, how do you say, change up his business a bit and make it so that it is more like a automated business, if you will, like your automatons out here.
Oh, well, he wouldn't be the first looking to acquire such technology, but well, Desmond is a good man. Listen, I would be happy to introduce the 4 of you to my brother, Zonbrock. He is on the Rock Council and could perhaps help to discuss more of the business side of things. I would be happy to escort you there after my morning shift. If you would wait until then, that would be preferable.
That would be wonderful.
We are at your time.
Very good. Is there anything else I can get you? Another round of drinks for these gentlemen. The food, more biscuits.
Yeah, you said this is a buffet, right? So I can keep eating for the same price?
Yes, yes.
Perfect.
Oh,
I second it.
Tis a dangerous game you're playing there.
And then we'll send out the tab at the end.
Oh, no. Well, gentlemen, let us enjoy ourselves then. A bit more. A bit of a refresh on the hot water would be well appreciated.
Of course, I will send one of our units over to help you post haste. I'm gonna go back to the kitchen and get back to work. Is there anything else any questions or anything else you need?
I slide her a gold piece and say, we appreciate you talking with us and taking time away from your busy schedule today.
It is quite busy in here. Business is good. Business is good. Very well, gentlemen. In a few hours, I'll see you right back here about noon.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good day. And she hurries off. Shortly thereafter, you see another one of these automatons come by and drop off more hot water. Clear some plates. It brings over another plate of food for Grav. You look about now, and it seems like she's got a very well-run operation. Things are moving fast. These automatons are bussing tables, bringing out food, bringing out drinks, gathering payment. It is extremely well-run. You do spend some time kicking back. Other patrons are firing up pipes and sort of, kind of doing the old put your hand in your belt line because they've eaten too much kind of thing, and just kind of kicking back. Do you want to do anything during this sort of waiting period while you're waiting for her here in the inn?
Yeah, do I see any other dwarves or anything working? Was it just her, or is it mainly just the automatons?
It's just her and the machines.
My character is taking note of them, like sort of got his a little journal out and sort of drawing them a little bit, and if there's differences to them, sort of drawing that too, like if some of them are taller, shorter, different metal makeup, anything he can think of, just as to report back information to Desmond, or just to keep in mind.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check as you sort of like study them a little bit, that sort of thing. How about the rest of you?
I was also, I'm also studying the automatons for a little bit of a different reason than O2. I'm trying to think of it from the standpoint of, all right, these things must be put together by something. Is there any way to get pieces off of them without them noticing?
Well, you can certainly try.
I'd like to just do the investigation first, either
okay.
Perception or because investigation, I'd have to like actually be touching them, right?
Yeah. Yep. So you can
I'm
do a
just
perception
watching,
check.
Yep.
Yep. Do a perception check to start.
What does it mean when it has the circle around it and says expertise?
That means it doubles your proficiency bonus.
Well, yeah. O2, what did you get?
You got an 8.
An 8?
Hey,
okay.
I did better than you by 1.
A 9?
Two
Okay.
on the die. You jerk die.
Come on, die. What about the rest of you?
Mel isn't really doing anything. They are passing,
Gas?
essentially servants, beyond the eye. I need to call them when I need them.
Okay.
I'm also trying to see, like, Grav, if there was anyone starting games of chance.
Okay. So with your perception roll and your investigation roll, we'll adjudicate that in a second. But Grav, was there anything else that you wanted to do kind of during this time?
Now, the main thing I was looking at was just that. I don't think Grav would be that interested in the automatons otherwise.
Okay. Mostly more of games and sort of the people.
Yeah, more of the games of people. That was the one thing. The main thing I wanted to know was it all automatons and her? And I find that peculiar, but I'll think about that some more. I'm going to
So-
make more observations of the town of that same thing. How many of these automatons compared to people am I seeing?
Okay. So you don't see any games of chance this early in the morning, but you do see a lot of loungers that don't seem to be in a hurry to go anywhere. So for O2, you make some sketches. They're not particularly great. It's nothing. You're not able to really to diagram anything that's of extreme use, but you do kind of get the shapes and the contours that look pretty close to these things. Actually, I have. Let me do this. I think I have a. Oh yeah, let's do this. I'll drop one of these in the VTT for you guys to see. So this is kind of what they look like. You do notice Valentino. Did I say that right? Is it Valentino?
It's 6.
Close enough.
Go with 6.
Six.
Yes.
So 6. One thing that you do notice, even with a 9, is that oftentimes the automatons will look at each other and their eyes will just kind of glow a little bit brighter, and then kind of go back to a normal illumination, almost as if they're sort of communicating with each other. And it's at that moment, as you're sort of looking about and doing your thing, a construct enters the tavern door, and you kind of notice it. It seems odd. There is what appears to be a spring embedded in their chest, and you can kind of see it in the abdomen of this diagram here, behind that big bolt. There's a spring, and the spring extends, and this thing gets pretty tall, about the size of a human male. And it looks about the room, kind of looks over the room, and its eyes glow brightly, as the other ones had been doing, as you'd noticed before when they're communicating. All of the other units stop and look at it, and their eyes all glow brightly. They stop what they're doing. And at first, you're not sure what's happening, if there's a glitch in the matrix or something. But suddenly, every one of the constructs that's in there, and there are a handful at this point, turn to the nearest patron and begin to attack them. I need all of you to please roll initiative.
Oh, 11135. What are you doing?
I did not pay for this service. Why are you providing it to us?
Hopefully, I've rolled better on this one.
Nope.
Ooh, that's decent.
20 to 25, please.
20.
Okay, 20 for O2. 15 to 20.
17, please.
17 as well for Mel.
Who has the higher dex between you two, do you think?
I have an 18.
I've only got 16.
All right.
So Grab and then Mel. And what did you get, Val?
11.
Number 6? All right. 11. 6. Okay. So you guys see this start to happen as these constructs drop plates, drop platters with mugs of ale. They smash on the floor, and they reach out and start to slam their fists into patrons. And people cry out in surprise, but the 4 of you are not surprised. You're hardened adventurers, and you are alert and ready for anything, despite the catnip. What would you like to do, O2?
I stand up quickly and slap my hand on the table again. My face gets a little darker and I mouth, "I knew it," as I look real angry. And I draw both of my swords and run to the large one.
All right. Let me do this.
To attack, if I can.
Yes, you can. You get up from your table and you run over there. We'll see you guys are in this table over in the corner. You can close the distance. It is over by the door, which is right in here. If I can, there we go.
Okay.
All right, there you go. And let me get a couple of these guys in here. There we go. Okay. And this guy is the big one here. We'll give him a B for big. And there's one more right here. Okay. So you close the distance over to him.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah, if I could be between him and him and the closest one, pretty close, like within 5 or 10 feet.
Yeah, go ahead. You can put your token wherever you want to be within.
Yeah,
30 feet of
right in
where
between them is fine.
Okay.
So I'm thinking to myself, I was born for this. I've been waiting for this moment because I saw it. So I run over and I'm going to attack him.
All right.
Don't fail me now, die. Yeah, that's a 15 total.
15 is going to hit him.
So that's going to be, that's 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, you cut into him, and it kind of sends sparks. What kind of a weapon are you using?
Short sword. That was
Short
with
sword.
my good hand.
Okay. Sends sparks flying, but you definitely do damage.
And then I'm going to do Horde Breaker, my ranger archetype. So I will get an additional attack on another creature that's within 5 feet of the original target.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit his friend, number 1.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit. We're not going the right way.
That one hits, though.
Yes. That is 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit B with my offhand weapon, an offhand short sword, as I dual wield short swords. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then as a 5th level ranger, I get to attack a second time.
Holy shit.
With one hand.
Okay.
So
That's a lot.
it's a lot. It's still a short sword, but it feels like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was a 13 to hit.
That hits as well. Which one was that number? Was that B or 1?
B.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, max damage. That is 10 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, you cut through the spring in its abdomen, and you watch as the light in its eyes fades and goes out, and it just topples and falls to the ground, kind of gyrating and sort of shaking as sparks shoot out of all the corners of it where it's riveted together, and then it just goes still.
As a free action, can I just kick it over?
Sure.
Just
Yeah, you can interact with an object for free. Give it a kick.
kick it over.
Awesome. Not bad. Grav, your turn.
Grav gets up the table. And I wasn't done with my breakfast. And then he reaches over to on his side. He's got this huge maul, and he comes over. And first of all, too, I'll look to see if it looks like there's any patrons, like maybe that are getting, like I'll try to like maybe move over here, jump up on the table, even push a patron on the other side, get them around, and then with that breakfast comment, that was also a bonus action to rage.
Nice. Okay. Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna attack recklessly,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try using this right over here real quick, even though it's not dice. Did it roll
Oh
somewhere?
shit. Yeah, you just rolled a natural 20, I think.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool. For
So,
some reason,
max damage.
I can't see the dice board. Oh, so it's not double. You do max.
So you'll roll your normal damage, but then you also do max damage on the die.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yep.
So that's gonna be. Since I can't see the actual results. Well, no, I'll still do it. You can see it. So we'll roll the 2d6.
Okay.
So then a +6 to that because of raging and strength.
Nice.
It's weird that I can't see trying to bring it over. And I'm assuming, yeah. So I'll go ahead then and swing at it again.
All right. What was the total damage on that one?
Can you see it?
No.
Nope.
Sorry, I'm just gonna roll d6s.
There you go.
All right, 4 and 3, so 7 plus. So 7 for the roll plus the max damage. So
Yep.
that's so 7, so 19
Yep.
plus another 6.
Tell me how you kill this thing, or shut it off, I should say.
Oh yeah, so that it starts. It was attacking patron. It interrupted my breakfast. I bring the warhammer just straight down, and that spring just kind of all smashes in together.
Nice.
So it's now
yeah.
more of a kind of like a pancake rather than the cylinder.
You jump up on the table, kind of push the patron out of the way. They all, and then you cut through it, and they're like, "Yeah!" They just cheer for you as you hack it down. Anything else from Grav?
Yeah, he's gonna run over to this guy and try to smack him too.
Yeah. Do it.
And since sorry, there it is. Oh. Rolled a 19, so it's going to be a hit.
That's going to hit. Yep, that'll hit.
And 10 plus 6, 16 points of damage.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, you just hacked off one of its arms. Just falls on the ground. It's just kind of like bouncing around, sending sparks. Just kind of looks at you, and it doesn't have any facial expression, but its eyes glow bright as it looks at you.
All
Anything
right,
else?
and then I'm just standing with my maul, and I'm done.
All right, that brings us to Mel.
Do any of these still have any tankards that they're holding?
No,
Like
they
on
dropped
trays?
everything.
Dropped everything?
They're just wherever you see a construct, they're just pounding on patrons.
I will slam my drink, and I'm going to actually run, and I'm going to try to just tackle this number 2
Okay.
automaton.
So go ahead and give me a grapple check, and that will be contested with my, I guess, athletics. I rolled a 6.
All right, sorry, check. All right, athletics.
Just a strength check, right?
Natural 20. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna, I'll do the flying leap to tackle him since they spilled some booze.
Yeah, you grab him and fall down on that table that he's next to. There's patrons sitting there that he's been pounding on. The table shatters into 1,000 pieces as you land right there, and everybody kind of pushes their chairs back.
And I'm just gonna kind of sit there tussling. I got one, and that'll be it.
All right, that brings us to my turn. So the one that you have grappled here, Mel, is going to try to, let's see. Yeah, it is going to extend its core as a bonus action, which basically what happens is that spring in the thorax abdomen just kind of extends, and then it is going to, as it kind of slinkies bigger, looming over you, it is going to reach down and just start pummeling on you. It only gets one attack, but it's going to pummel you with an attack here. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
And that is going to be... It's going to be 3 bludgeoning damage and... Ooh. And 7 force damage. Number 1, who has taken some damage and is not looking good, is going to also do a bonus action extension of the springs. But it's in its case, it's the arms that go long, and it just reaches out for O2 and takes a swing. That's also a 21 to hit.
That hits.
So that's going to be 4 bludgeoning and 7 force damage to you. Number 4 is going to does not look good. One of its arms off, and it is going to swing with its other arm at Grav. No slinky action, just a swing. 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
That's going to be 6 bludgeoning. Oh my god, that's max damage. 6 bludgeoning and 8 force.
All right, you need to switch dice.
I think I do. Number 5 here is going to continue to pound on a patron. Let's see. I rolled a natural 1 on the patron, so it's gonna put its fist right through the table, and the table shatters as it misses the patron. That brings us to number 6.
Valentino jumps up on this table, kicks up a tankard, and using a bit of magic that he's learned, looks over at the 5th gentleman and says, the 5th one says, "It's quite rude to, Antonio, it's quite rude to do what you're doing to that person." Cast catapult and sends the tankard rocketing towards its head. So it has to make a dex save of 13.
Okay. I rolled a 12.
So that one takes 15 points of tankard damage right to the face.
Okay.
And as a bonus action,
I love catapult. It's such a good spell.
Bonus action, what can I do? 2-weapon fighting. I'm going to hide. So now I'm going to jump down off the table over here and hide. With
You
a
get
stealth-
down on the floor. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. Yeah.
13.
Okay, 13. Let me make note of that. So as you jump up on the table, you kick up the tankard, and then you catapult it across. One of the patrons that was at the table looks, "That was my beer, man." And then you jump off the table and you get down next to him, and he's like, "You're gonna buy me another one, right?"
Be quiet, I'm trying to be hiding here. I toss him a gold.
"Oh, thank you."
Have a
Yep.
few. It's fine.
That brings us to the top of the round, and we see that there are, from the kitchen doorway, from behind the bar, there are 2 more of these things that rush in. And there's a scream from a human woman at this table in the corner right here. Whoops. Not right there, right here. And they rush in and start pounding on her and her friends. And it is O2's turn.
I'm going to run that way. So, number 1's going to get a attack of opportunity on me, but
Yeah. He'll take it, and he's got his extended arms.
I already hit him, right?
I rolled a natural 1.
Okay. Yeah, I'm running to help that lady.
Okay.
So I'm going to run over to them,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack the one on the right, try to protect this lady that's getting beat. I'm not a barbarian, but I feel a rage inside of me because of this.
Oof.
It's not helping me. It just makes me angry, and I probably should talk to somebody later about it. But that is an 11 to hit.
That one misses, unfortunately.
Okay, well, with my offhand, I'm going to swing at it. That is a 9 to hit.
Misses. Your intention's right.
Okay, so that was main hand, offhand. So now second attack.
Okay. No.
No. And since I didn't hit anything, I don't get to hit another one.
Oh, shit, dude. I'm sorry.
You saw my first round?
It was
That's
good.
as good as it gets.
It was real good. It only goes downhill from here.
Now my character is cursing. Stupid.
Could be. Maybe cursed, in fact. Grav.
All right, Grav is gonna look over at the 6'4" tabaxi trying to hide under a table and kind of shake his head a little bit, and then
What I do?
it's nothing. Get up in the fight, Valentiniano, and then I mean I don't really, but anyway, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to get rid of the rest of this contraption in front of me.
All right.
Recklessly.
Okay.
Yeah, 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
13 points of damage.
Yep, you cut this one down like you did the last one. It just falls to the ground, shaking and sputtering. How can I help you? How can I help? How can I? And then it just goes silent.
All right, and then I'm gonna get in between both of these two. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead attack number 5.
Okay.
And recklessly again. 20. Not 20.
A natural 20?
Natural 20.
Yep, that definitely hits. So go ahead and roll damage and then roll and add
10,
max damage.
22, 29 points of damage.
Tell me how you cut this one down.
So yeah, so this one, didn't see me coming. Actually, maybe it was even looking at me as those bright eyes as I just got done destroying its friend, and then I go, or it's atomic, anyways. And
They're
then
buddies.
I just go over to it. It sees what's coming. It sees what's coming. I just bring it down, and just like a jackhammer, almost down as hard as I can. Or like if I'm to play one of those games where you try to hit the bell on the top. And yeah, that one just smashes.
Yeah, you cleave right through it, and it kind of turns its head to look at you at the last second, and you cut down like right through its neck wiring and whatever kind of mechanical bits are in here, and the head goes sailing across the room, rolls across the floor right up to number 6's feet.
And yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Mel.
I was very taken aback about this one getting taller and bigger. We'll end up letting go of its grapple and pull out a warhammer and taking up with 2 hands, and like I tried, and we'll take a swing at him.
Okay. This is number 2.
Only an 11 though.
Yeah, that misses.
And that's it. Stay where I am.
Okay.
I know your pain. I know your
Yeah.
pain.
You are now surrounded by number 1 and number 2 here. Number 1 is going to extend its arms, shoot out long, slinky style as it comes in to pummel you. That is going to be a 15. No, excuse me. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Hits.
So that is going to be an additional 2 damage because of the arms. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7 bludgeoning. Jeez, I need to get a different D4. And 5 force damage. The number 2 is going to take a swing at you as well, and it has its core extended. So that doesn't really help it, but it is a 17 to hit.
Seeing as I probably dove over without my shield, that hits.
Shit. Mel, you're getting your ass kicked right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4 bludgeoning. Oh, and 5 more force damage. Meanwhile, over on the other side of the bar, Grav, you're going to get attacked by number 6, who is going to... You're going to watch the arms come out long as it extends into its fighting formation. That's going to be a 21 to hit. I'm rolling like really good. That's going to be 3 bludgeoning, but only 2 force damage on that one. And number 7 is going to swing at you, O2. A 9, I think that's going to miss.
That misses.
Okay. That brings us to number 6, hiding.
Let's go with Valentine instead of number 6 because I don't want to be confused with the others, right? So I am going to use my racial ability of feline agility.
Yes.
This round. I am going to move back to our table, pick up Mel's shield, and I'm going to use Mage Hand and give him his shield with Mage Hand, which is an action. So I've used a little bit of movement to go there, picked up his shield. Is that movement, bonus action? What is that, Dave?
So Mage Hand has some limitations on weight, I think.
10
So
pounds.
10 pounds? How much does your shield weigh, Mel?
Says it's 6 pounds.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you can float the hand across. I think it takes an action.
Yeah,
Tell
it's
me.
one action to cast,
Okay.
and it can move 30 feet from me.
Yep. On that turn when you cast it.
Actually, if you want, if you'll let me, I'll take back casting a Mage Hand. I just pick it up, and I'm going to do 5, 10,
Oh, you're going old
15,
school. You're gonna carry it over.
20, 25. And so movement, pick up shield, come over here, hand him his shield. Do I have any action left? I've got
Yeah,
a bonus
I
action.
would say you probably use your free action to grab the shield, and then you use, let's say, a bonus action to hand it to him.
All right. So then and then feline agility, I'm like gonna go right here so that
Okay.
I'm flanking both of them with him.
Okay.
And I'm going to use, since I didn't say I drew any weapons, on number 1, the claws come out of my hands, and I just rip into number 1 with a 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Four damage.
4 damage. So as you slash at it with your claws, it's kind of like running your fingernails on a chalkboard. It's just like this loud like screeching sound that everybody just kind of cringes for a moment. But you do slip your claws inside underneath some of the exterior shielding, and you sever something because the light in this creature's eyes go dim and it falls to the ground.
And that is why you want Valentino on your side. And I'm gonna scream for I'm gonna do what I'm gonna scream Olga.
Okay.
And
that
think that's
is
my turn.
Yep. Okay, that brings us back to the top of the round. And as this is happening, another one of these constructs comes in from one of the bedrooms from down the hallway. We'll call this one 8. And it is going to race over to the first thing it sees, which is this group of people at this table, and starts pummeling. They don't see it coming as it comes down the hallway and just pops the guy in the back of the head. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, Mel, and give me a D4 roll.
1.
Okay. One of the patrons at the table goes down, face slams into the table as it looks around for another target. And it is O2. It's your turn. Top of the third.
All right, I'm taking a swing at number 7.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Yes. For max damage, 10 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And with me hitting him, because his metallic companion is within 5 feet, I'm going to swing and hit him too, hopefully.
Okay.
That's a 14 to hit.
That one hits.
Okay. Another 10 points of damage to him.
Nice.
And then with my offhand, I'm going to swing at number 7. I'm going to use real die for this one. I shouldn't have.
That'll teach you.
And then for my second attack action, I'm going to hit 7 again.
Okay.
I say I'm going to hit him. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
For 5 points of damage. Minimum
Okay.
damage.
Minimum damage. It's you're cutting into this thing and hacking off bits of metal, go flying across the room and stick into the wooden wall of the building. But they're both still up.
I'm just a blur of swords.
Yeah.
Die!
Are you done? Is that your turn, or do you have more attacks? I feel like you have more.
Nope, not going to buy more attacks.
All right. That brings us to Grav.
All right. Grav this time is going to grab his warhammer. He's going to shove it up into underneath, like where it's underneath his chin, where that would be, as hard as he can, as recklessly as he can. No, I should have done the swinging thing. That 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
Yeah. So then that's the first time I tried that maneuver. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try that again. And then I'll go ahead and then come around and do my normal maneuver. 19 hit.
That one hits.
9 points of damage.
Yeah, you chop that one in half as well, and it falls to the ground, sputtering and spittering and sparking, but it stops moving.
All right. I look at O2 and I know he's got this one, and so I'm going to use my movement to run over to this new one that I missed showed up.
Okay.
I'm like, hit me.
Will comply.
Number 8. Did number 8 come out of the bedrooms and stuff? Did it look
Yes.
like it was bloodied fist and stuff?
Hard for you to tell from where you are at this point, but if you want to take more notice on your next turn, I'll have you roll a perception check.
That just makes me angry.
But Grav, you know when it comes up, it is bloody now because it just basically took a patron's head and slammed it into the table and knocked it out or killed the person. We're not sure.
That's what I thought I remember you saying before. Okay, cool.
So are you going to take a swing at it?
No, I took 2 swings at the other one.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm sorry.
All
That's
right.
my end of turn.
Okay,
My
thank you.
apologies.
No problem. Mel, it's your turn.
I will have readjust the shield now that I'm fully equipped, and will take just a simple swing on the on number 2 there.
Yep.
22 to hit,
That will definitely hit.
or 9 damage.
Okay, that's the first hit it's taken, actually, other than your tackle.
Yep. And I will actually just kind of reposition around it a little bit.
Okay.
And
Its eyes just lock onto you as you move, and it follows you.
and then just that's about it. I'm hoping this probably taken care of quick, and I'll be in a position to survey the room here shortly.
If it watches you move and flank around, and it is going to take a swing at you as you do so. And it has the extended core. Okay, that doesn't. Oh, that's not going to hit. That's only a 9. It's going to miss you.
Something new, something missed. Wow.
Thankfully. Grav, you have the attention of number 8 over here, which you do see has bloodied fists, and it is going to extend its arms as a bonus action. So it's got these long arms, and one of them is going to come around and try to punch you in the head. That's only a 14.
Ooh, that wouldn't. Yeah, I'll duck out of the way.
Okay, you duck out of the way, and then O2, number 7, is going to take a swing at you as well. And that's not going to hit with a 9. Misses you. That brings us to Valentino.
I'm going to draw my weapons this time as my move action, and I'm going to attempt to hit it with the short sword. I rolled a natural 20.
Ooh, very
So that's
nice.
a 27 to hit.
That hits for sure. For
with
sure.
with the short sword.
Yep. Roll damage and then add max damage to that.
So 10 points of damage plus 4, 14.
describe how you end this creature's existence.
Drawing my weapons out, I take I take what's known as a St. George's stance, and I thrust right down into its neck as I'm thrusting down, and I twist and pull out with a flourish and just turn my back on it as it's sparking onto the floor, looking for the next opportunity.
It's just a beautiful cinematographic moment in a Michael Bay movie where you do the flourish, you turn around, and as the camera kind of focuses on you, you can see the creature just send sparks up from its neck, and then it just falls out of view and crumples on the floor between you and Mel as you scan the room for more combatants. You see Grav is engaged with one to the north, and over on the far wall, O2 is defending a group of diners from number 7. And at the top of the round here, you watch as you look about. You see from the kitchen, Olga comes running in with a rolling pin, and she comes in and she just smacks down on number 7.
All right, Olga.
Ooh, that's an 18 to hit. I don't know what a rolling pin does. I'm going to call it a D. We'll call it a D6. That's 5 points of damage as she clubs it over the head. It starts kind of like malfunctioning, but it's still up, strangely enough. It is O2's turn.
Blur of short swords are coming at this guy.
Let's do it.
Natural 20. Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage and add max damage.
11 points of damage. Minimum on the crit.
Yeah, tell me how you put this thing down.
With one fully extended arm swing, I just lop the head off.
It goes flying in the air, and it comes down, and Olga reaches out with one hand and catches it.
Nice.
Do you want to do any movement or anything else, O2? Or
I will run over and hit number 8 twice.
Yep, yeah, you can definitely get there with your movement.
So here's with my offhand. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
It's going to be 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And then with my second attack action, that is a 14 to hit.
That also hits.
For 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You do some damage to it, but it doesn't look like it's deterred it from its laser-like stare at your companion. And it's Grav, it's your turn.
All right. I see there's only the one left. The one in front of me, I look down and like you see, I wasn't able to attack last time, and I see those, I see the face of the patron that may or may not be breathing lying there on the table. And yeah, that just makes me more angry and attacking recklessly. That'll hit. 15 plus 7, 22. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 13 points of damage.
Okay. You crush it on the shoulder, and its arm gets locked as you smash it into inoperability as it tries to move.
All right, then I'm gonna spin around and do one more attack. Whoops, I'm rolling damage instead of. Oh, good damage too, darn it. Oh, wait, 9, 16.
Oh, that'll hit.
Cool. Uh, 9 more points of damage.
Yeah, you cut this one down and drop it with this heavy hammer hit from your maul as it crushes its cranium and it just squishes it into about 1/8 of the size that it was, and it just topples over. No motion, no sputtering, no sparks.
No lubricants or anything like that come.
You don't,
Flying
there
out.
is, you know, strangely enough, there's no oil or anything like that. There's nothing that spits out. It's just sparks usually on the ones that you killed before, not this one in particular.
Okay, yeah, I was just kind of curious about that if I've noticed.
Nope, you didn't notice that. That's a good call, though. So from a narrative perspective, as you look around, the four of you, there are a number of patrons who are like helping wounded patrons. The one that was at the table who's got its head smashed, this individual is not moving. Their friends are like, Alonzo, Alonzo, oh my God. And so they're kind of worrying about Alonzo. And there, as this all happens, two more of these automatons come in through the door to the place, and as they do, these two humans come rushing in and smash them over the head. It turns out they're the guards as they come in and start beating on these things and put them down as well. And you look around at all the doors expecting more of these things to come through, but none of them do. And for the moment, it is quiet, other than sort of a little bit of sobbing, some weeping, and some concern from the patrons that are now trying to help each other out. Olga comes over to you and says, "Thank God you were here to help. What happened? What has happened?"
Have they ever turned before like that?
No, this has never happened ever in the history of Rockfort. This is strange indeed. What do you make of it? She looks over at the guards, and they're just like, "We don't know. There's trouble all throughout the city."
Over at O2.
He curses under his breath in Dwarven and says, apparently one came in, had a little light show with its eyes, and they all turned bad.
Well,
Very strange.
Valentino would like to go ahead and try to pull things out of one of the damaged. Like if I can find a core, a heart, or a brain in the head, I'm just trying to puzzle it out.
Sure.
To see if there's any way I can extract things that might be useful for either our patron or ourselves in the near future.
Roll an intelligence check. Olga rushes over and looks at Mel. Mel, you seem to be extremely injured compared to some of your companions. She takes out a towel and she starts kind of like dabbing the blood off of your face. Oh my goodness, are you okay?
I'll just kind of try to shoo her off and run or head over to the that patron who doesn't seem to be moving and see if how they're doing. If I can do like a medicine check or something.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a medicine check. You'll rush over there. Valentino, you dig about and you pull out cables and what appear to be some sort of like, without really knowing what it is, there's like wires and all kinds of like ligament-like gears and cogs and straps and all kinds of strange mechanisms that you're just unclear what they are. They're shiny and they're interesting, but they're not what you're looking for. And finally, you see that there's some sort of a blue crystal inside, and you grab it and you pull on it, and it takes a couple of tugs, and finally you pull it out, and it's attached to like some sort of weird, like, they look like roots. But they have a strange color, and they're not made out of a vegetation. They're not natural, but they do look like roots.
I think I'll keep this one.
Mello, medicine check?
24.
Yeah, this guy is dead. But not to the point where you wouldn't be able to perhaps help this person. You could stabilize them if you want to.
I'll actually just...
I mean, with that 24 medicine check, I would say you could stabilize them.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know,
if
they're
I
unconscious, but they're not going to die.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll try to grab whatever I can and kind of staunch the flow and reassure that they're his companions.
Oh my God, thank you.
He'll make it. He'll make it.
Oh my God, I've got to get home. I've got to go check my family. One of the guys gets up and looks over to Olga. Bar the doors and keep an eye on my friend. And he rushes out. and disappears into the streets. Olga looks over at you, Valentino, since you're standing there. She says, "Thank you for being here. Here, take this. You might need it." And she pulls off a ring and hands it to you. "This will protect you." She hands you a ring of protection. "You've got to make it to my brother. He's at the Rock. Speak with him. Find out what's going on. Perhaps you could help stop this."
Don't be alone. Don't go by yourself anywhere. If there's a lot of these things.
We will do what we can. Yes, let me gather my friends and we will go.
"Yes, the minute you leave, I'm locking the doors. We're closing everything down." You watch as the two guards that were at the door turn around. They hear a scream out in the streets, and they turn around and run back out and disappear into the streets.
Olga, can we meet with your brother sooner than later?
"Yes, you
He's
must
at the
head there
Rock.
now."
Let's go.
"Yes, head there now to the Rock." She looks down and she grabs a piece of parchment and she writes down a little note of like introduction, and she hands it to Valentino. "Take this to him. He will know it's from me."
Thank you. Put it in the pouch.
All
Now,
right,
before-
guys.
At this point, if there's a beer on the table, I drink it.
Yes, you can definitely find a beer on the table.
I take the last of my tea. I chug it. I put the silver ball, tea ball, back in my bag, and now before I put this on, and it's a very, very lovely ring. Is there anyone else that could use this more than I could?
Oh, wouldn't say no.
I'm thinking my good friend here who got very beat up by
I'll be
these-
fine. Let us go. Let us go.
All right. I fling it over to Grav. You seem to be in the front, so you take it more. I'm okay. I can get out. So you've got a ring of protection.
Might be able to sell this someday.
Maybe later.
I would think that you would want to use it right now because.
Oh yeah.
Right. So we will be off then.
So
And remember, you've
Go
been
ahead.
saved by a goodly group of people. Sing our praises. My name, Valentino Eduardo Fuzzmuzzle Antonio Escobar VI, and the rest of them.
roll a persuasion check, or actually a performance check. Roll a performance check. So typically a ring of protection is going to
10.
require attunement, but we're going to fast forward the attunement on this because it's a one shot and we can do whatever the hell we want. So you do now have +1 bonus to your AC and your saving throws. What was your roll, Valentino?
A 10.
A 10. You get a couple of like half-hearted claps. But there's one person who is very excited and they're like, "Bravo! Bravo! Well done!"
We'll
The
talk
rest of ours-
later.
As you
As I'm
head out
leaving.
into the streets, you see absolute pandemonium. There are people shouting and running. There are a couple of fires burning. You can only tell because there's smoke in the streets. It's kind of wafting across the way. Screams and shattered glass ring out all through the streets. Nearby, as you're heading in the direction of the Rock. First of all, how are you guys moving through the streets? Are you moving swiftly, or are you casually strolling down the streets, taking it all in?
I would say swiftly as I'm shoving a biscuit down my mouth.
I'm pulling out my short bow,
Okay.
and I have an arrow knocked and ready while we're moving swiftly. If I can see an opportunity to sneak attack on any of these things, I'm going to take it and try to put them down.
Okay. You see a man rush past you, like with just terror on his face. A dog snarling off to the side. You see at a pair of these automatons that seem to be, I don't know why, Christian, you wrote this, seem to be getting in the face of this dog. The dog nips at him and barks. There is, let's see. There's a little effort. The whimpering and pain of the machine strikes back. Madness fills the street everywhere you go. In the middle of the street, as you're making your way swiftly, you see a woman on her knees shielding her 2 children from approaching constructs.
Oh, gotta run over to them.
I want to fire at one of them.
Okay, at the ones that are attacking the dog or the woman?
Tough choice.
Oh, at the ones that are going towards the woman.
Okay,
I'm hoping that someone can take the ones off the dog.
And actually, it was a woman that I was running towards too, but more in the idea of shielding her, not attacking them necessarily.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So she seems to be kind of like on her knees, shielding her children as these 2 are just moving towards her. And she's like, no, not my kids, no. And they say, resident, you are under attack. We will save you. And as that happens, their arms go really long. And you guys can tell because you've just been fighting that it's going to come in and take a swing at this person. So go ahead and roll an attack, Valentino, as you fire your bow.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Do I get my sneak attack?
You do not have an ally within 5 feet of them. Do you have, did you have advantage for any other reason?
I mean, they don't know I'm here. It's a surprise round.
Sure.
Yay.
He hides first.
Yeah, sneak
middle
attack
of the
is
street.
funky. Sneak attack got funky when they started adding all these classes because certain things do sneak attack for this reason, another reason, I don't know. Well, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference here. You are definitely going to hit this thing.
$15 points of damage.
Yeah, you fire a shot and it goes in and it hits it right in the neck, and it must have hit some sort of a power transfer or transducer or some sort of important piece because it drops it right away, and the other one comes in. Go ahead.
Close was I?
You can get there.
All right. Yeah, because I got 40, like, just theater of mind, I got 40 feet of movement. So if I can, I'll go in and smash it with the maul. If not, I'll at least go in and try to put my arms around them and try to see if I can even just grab them up and run them away. But
Yeah,
if I can attack it,
either
I'll
of
just
those
do that.
two. Yep, you can attack it.
I'll just attack it.
Okay.
I'm not raging, but I am going to reckless.
Okay.
Yeah, 23
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
for 9 points of damage.
Yeah, you crush this thing and destroy it. These must have taken some damage previously. The dog runs off, yipping and yelping as these two creatures have been dropped to the ground. And you see a similar landscape as you look about. There are people running and avoiding attacks from these constructs, which have run amok all over the town. Let's see, I already said that. So you see up ahead that there's some sort of a battle going on as you reach the location where you're supposed to meet Zombrock, the contact that Olga told you, at the location called the Rock. Pure chaos, people running for their lives, constructs running amok. There is what appears to be a loose defensive force of dwarves and humans that seem to be defending the entrance to this stone structure. And you see, looking about, that there are nearly 24 constructs that are engaged in combat. There are some constructs that are climbing the wall of the building, going up to sort of like a battlement on top where there are some archers that are firing down. It looks like a full-scale siege right now. What do you do?
Well, my friends, today seems like a day of proving ourselves. Shall we into the fray?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Both
All
weapons out, and let's do it.
All right, so let's roll some initiative as you guys run forward. Go ahead and roll initiative. Get you guys a little bit.
I'm going to retcon something I said there too. It's not that it's a tough choice between a dog and a lady. It's just I wanted to save them both, and just, of course, save the lady first. But
Yep.
Just
Understood. Understood.
just so I don't offend. Didn't mean to be offensive there.
No, you're fine.
All right.
It was meant to be a tough choice.
Like, I want to save everyone.
It was meant to be a tough choice by the writers of this module. CZRPG, thanks for sending this over to us to play, you devious bastards, you. All right, so let me see. How many of these guys are there? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you guys race up. Let's get some initiative rolls here first. 25 to 20.
22.
24. Nat 20 on the initiative.
Wow, so 02 is at the top of the initiative. 22, that was from Val and Tino.
Yep.
Okay. 15 to 20. 10 to 15. Oh, no. Okay.
The 2.
5 to 10.
I got a
9.
6.
Aha. Mel had a 9.
All right, Mel and Grav got a 6.
Rolled a 2.
All right, so O2, you see this battlement on the screen here. Let's see if I can. Let me zoom out. There we go. So there's this battlement. There are archers that are firing down from above. I'm not going to put a bunch of tokens for them on here. There are some guards that are defending on the ground that are engaged with these very similar constructs, these tin springs, but there are some tin springs that are bigger, like human-sized tin springs that are also engaged in the fight. What would you like to do? What's your strategy here as you're running forward to the rock to get involved in this battle?
I mean, I've never trusted these things in the first place. So the more I kill, the more satisfied I feel. So if I'm within 30 feet of them, I'm going after.
Okay. You can get engaged with these things. They are currently fighting other creatures and they don't see you coming yet.
So I'm going to actually go after one of the larger ones.
Okay. So the larger one is sort of up at the front of the gate, sort of bashing on the wall. The rest of them are sort of the standard sized, crazy automatons.
There's just one big one?
Yep, there's one big one that you can see.
Oh, I'd have to run through the other ones to get to him then.
It looks to be. Yep.
Then I'll start with the closer one.
You don't want to get right in there, surrounded?
I mean, I do, but I don't want them to hit me on the way unless I can sneak in there.
They don't see you coming right now. They don't see you coming.
I'm in.
Okay.
Today's the day for glory, friends. And I'm attacking.
All right.
That was a 10 to hit.
That one's going to miss.
Yeah. That was a 14 to hit.
That one will hit on the big guy.
Yes. 2 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I will hit the one next to him with my my class ability. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
For 9 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And then my final attack on the big guy is a 23 to hit.
Okay.
For 8 points of slashing damage. I'm just a whirlwind of short swords.
Yeah.
Hacking
He's
at
taking
him.
notice of you now as you come in from behind and start hacking through deft placement of your blade through some of the softer parts and some of the gaps in its armor. All right. So that's your turn. That brings us to Valentino. You're next in line here.
Friends, the plan, pointy end goes in the opponent. I'm going to move right to there and do a short sword attack on that one.
Okay.
That's going to miss. That was, is that a 7 or a 1? No, that's a 1. I completely whiffed that. Offhand dagger attack. That is 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
That is 3 points of damage with the
Okay.
offhand attack.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. As that all goes down, some of them. So we've got 6 constructs here, right? There are 24 constructs that are beating on the walls, engaged with other guards, fighting some of the local townsfolk who have taken up arms. So these are just the ones that sort of take notice of you and turn around to attack. So number 1 and number 2 are going to move forward to Mel and to Grav. O2 is surrounded by 3, 4, and 5, and 6 is engaged with Valentino. So the first one, Mel, is going to take a swing at you as it engages its extending springs and becomes twice as tall as you again. You've seen this before. It's going to take a swing at you, an 18 to hit.
That meets. So it's got me.
Okay, so that's going to be a slam attack. Oop, that's caught. So that's 6 bludgeoning and 3 force damage. Grab, the second one's going to swing at you. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Dodge out of the way.
Okay, and it's going to use its bonus action to do the same thing, grow tall. So 1 and 2 have used their core spring, and then number 3 is going to extend its arm springs as it attacks with advantage against O2 because of your flanks. So that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Slam attack's going to be 5 bludgeoning. Ooh, that's not good. 2 force only. Number 4, the big boy. He's in the game. This one's called a heavy duty tin spring, as it is about twice the size. It is going to increase its core as well to being well over your height now. I don't know how tall you are, but it's taller than you, we'll just say. And it's going to take a swing at you. Oh, it gets 2 attacks. Shit. 23 to hit on the first one.
Sure.
For 6 bludgeoning. And only 3 force damage. Second attack. I don't think this one's going to hit. This is only a 12.
That's a miss.
Okay, and then 5, it has you flanked. So it has advantage. Ooh, a natural 1 and a 9. 13 to hit.
Nope.
It's going to miss. Okay, so that one misses. It is going to extend its core. That was number 5. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da. And then number 6 is going to take a swing at you, Valentino, tit for tat. That's a 10. That's not going to hit.
No, not at all.
And it is going to extend its core as well, looming over you. That was my turn. It is Mel's turn.
So I didn't want to interrupt your flow, but I would like to use my reaction to do Wrath of the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
So since he struck me, he has to make a dex saving throw of 14.
Dex save 14. Okay. I rolled a natural 1 plus 2 is 3.
All right. So after he hits me, he actually gets a shot of lightning streaks back towards him for 8 damage.
8 damage. Ouch. It kind of like causes its eyes to go really bright, and one of them blows out and goes completely dim while the other one stays lit. You definitely overcharged it. Okay. That's pretty
and
sweet.
then for my turn, I will kind of start laughing. And there's more there where that came from. You're in my element now, and will cast Call Lightning.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And will aim, if I'm able to, since it's going to hit everything within 5 feet of where I strike. So I'm going to try to hit like right behind 1 and 2 to damage them both, and hopefully not hit Grav and myself.
All right. So what do I do?
I'm
Make
keeping
some-
my hands off this metallic bugger.
Let's
Yeah, exactly. I need to make
so be a dex saving throw of
All right,
14
for-
again.
All right, and this is for number 1?
Number 1 and number 2, if possible.
Okay. Dex save. That's going to be an 11. That's a fail. That's cocked. And that's going to be a 4. So they both failed.
So a deep, dark thundercloud
Oh, shit.
goes up above, and because we're out in the open, it's going to do a little extra damage as it hits for 23 damage to both of them.
From out of nowhere, there's this massive cloud that just flows in and appears overhead, and these blasts of lightning. Total of 22, you said?
23.
23. Both of them are absolutely obliterated.
And I will kind of blink a little bit because it was a little closer than I had planned, or I wanted to earlier, and we'll move right behind Grab, just a little bit, just a little 5-foot step, and we'll stop. Or am I turn there?
Okay, as you step behind Grav, you kind of take note of your friend. His hair is just standing up.
That's what I was picturing. My long-employed maid is now just...
Yeah, exactly. All right, great turn. That brings us to Grav. It's your turn.
All right, yeah. So I just feel that. I'm like, I look at him like, finger wranglers. And it's like, well, glad you're on our side. And I guess well, Tito can get some stuff over there, but I would like to give him another person. So I'm going to maneuver to here. Does that give me flanking on this guy? Oops, I just actually
number
moved
6.
that guy a little bit.
Yep. You'd have a flank on 6.
All
Absolutely.
right. I am going to go ahead and swing at him.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm staring at. Ooh. 10? I don't think a 10 hits.
10 is not going to hit. Is that with
no,
advantage?
I rolled a 2 and a 3 on the die. That wasn't very good. I'll try it again. That's 20.
That one will hit. That one will hit.
19 and 20 that time, so it was a little bit better.
The other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, so 7, 11, 23 points of damage.
23? All right, tell me how you kill this one.
All right, so that again, as my maul is still kind of doing a little bit of a sparkle thing, you know, a little lightning still kind of going through it and all that stuff. So I kind of picture kind of like a Thor's hammer maneuver and just bring it on down on top of its head. That seems to work the best because when I tried that, you know, try to go up underneath, I roll bad.
Yeah, you're definitely starting to get the hang of this, you guys, as you've started to crush a few of these now. You're starting to find the soft spots in their exoskeleton. Anything else from Grav? You got another attack, I think, don't you?
I do. So with that, I'll move on this side and flank this guy, if that's all right.
Heck yeah.
And attack again. No, 20 to hit. I recall that hits.
It does hit.
And 6 plus 4 is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And let's see, 1, 2. I got plenty of movement left. I will then.
You're just kind of dancing around this one, huh?
I'm going to dance around that one so that my friend Valentiniano can look at applying his rapier sword. I can't remember. I think it was his, into the neck again, like he did that one time. I've seen this guy at work. He's pretty good. So
yeah, you guys have all worked together for quite a while. You're definitely not strangers, so you kind of have an idea of each other's tactics and abilities. Let's do this. Let's take a quick pause here. We're gonna get to the top of the order. We'll take a 10-minute break. We'll refresh drinks. We'll take a bio break. Big shout out to CZRPG for putting together this really fun, very different kind of one shot. When Chris and I were talking about running a game, I was very interested in something a little bit different, and having some constructs to fight is pretty sweet. So thank you, Christian and team. If you guys want to check out their catalog, go check out their Drive-Through RPG catalog, which is right here in the chat. They've got all kinds of great stuff. Their whole job is to make dungeon masters look good and do all the heavy lifting. So, and they're doing a great job tonight. So we will be back in just a couple of minutes, folks, and we'll get back to this combat and adventure. We'll see you in just a minute. Bye-bye. Back, everybody. We are under a variety of different storm warnings, tornado warnings, or alerts, warnings. I don't know what they're called. They're telling us to be careful. We're under a watch. So if we decide to, or if the network decides to shut down, you know why, and we'll let you know how we do. But in the meantime, let's crush some constructs. We are at the top of the order. One thing that I forgot to do during the first round is I need. Let's see. Valentino, roll me a D6, please.
2.
A 2. As you look across the battlefield with all these battles taking place, these skirmishes across this embattlement, you watch as one of the human guards is cut down by a construct as it just crushes its fist right through him. And drops him to the ground, and then looks around for another combatant as we get into the second round of combat here. O2, top of the round. What do you want to do?
Time to kill more stuff.
Yeah.
The whirlwind of blades continues.
Are you going after the big boy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got to go down.
All right.
He's too tall for his metallic parts. That is an 18 on the die, plus 7, 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 9 points of slashing damage.
Oh, 9 points on number 4. Okay. Still up, but he's looking pretty dysfunctional.
With hitting him, I'm going to hit his friend. I hit 3 before, right? So I'm going to hit him again.
Nope, you hit 5 last time.
Oh, then I'll hit 5 again. Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So that's 9 points of slashing damage to him.
He goes down.
Yes. All right. Now for my offhand attack. That's a natural 1, so that undo it.
Ping! Just goes right off the metallic armor.
And then for my second full attack on number 4.
It's hard to keep track sometimes, huh?
It is. It is. 24 to hit.
24 on 4, that's going to hit.
For max damage, 10 points of slashing damage.
Tell me how you end this creature's robotic life.
Oh, he's tall. Like, he's like twice as big as me.
Yep.
Oh, man. I'm just slashing him right through at the midsection. Just as hard as I can, cutting him in half.
Yeah, you cut through the slinky bits, the springy stuff, and his top falls down and kind of rolls across. A couple of the guards have to step out of the way. They kind of give you a nod.
And I yell in Dwarven, demon-infested machine.
Aye. Is that the end of your turn, sir?
Can I circle number 3?
Yeah, you still have your movements. You can do a little dance.
I'm gonna go around him,
Yeah.
but like not quickly. I'm just gonna stare at him and slowly walk around him.
Okay, you're gonna move slowly, so you'll have half your movement.
Yes.
Just flexing him so hard.
Yeah, just
roll an intimidation check.
Yes. Dirty 20.
They are immune to intimidation, so
I know.
it doesn't matter.
But I don't know that.
No.
I think he is scared.
But O2 feels
fear
good
in his
about
eye.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that is your turn, Valentino.
So Valentino puts his dagger between his teeth and goes down on 3 of his 4 and dashes 5, 10. Doesn't even need to dash, but moves very quickly. Right there.
Okay.
Pulls the dagger back out and with a mighty slash of the short sword, misses terribly. Follows up with the dagger.
Was that with advantage that you missed?
Oh, no.
Because
he's flanked.
Advantage. Okay, so with advantage, I hit because the second roll is 16
You're
plus
gonna get your
7.
sneak attack as well.
Nice. I'm going to roll that here. So with the short sword, 6. $15 points of damage.
Yep, that hits and does damage, and it looks pretty rough, but it's still up.
And the dagger, 12.
Is that with advantage?
Oh, god damn it. I got it.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, that's with advantage.
Okay.
Yep, completely with advantage.
Grav, you miss, unfortunately.
All right. What else can I do? What else can I do? That was my move. I'm gonna just stay there.
All right. This guy is going to attack your friend O2 with a 22 to hit.
oh yeah.
And this one is arms, so it's going to have +2 damage. So it's I rolled max damage, so it's going to be 8 bludgeoning and 4 force damage. So 8 bludgeoning, 4 force. And then I need O2. Could you roll a D6 for me? A 2. Another guard goes down and falls off the wall, falling into what you would hope would be like one of those inflatable airbags that they'd fall into, the actors, but there's no airbag there. Bam! Hits the ground, dead, as it appears for a moment that things are looking dire. It is Mel's turn.
I would kind of, while looking about, see O2 taking a bit of a beating, will use bonus action to cast Healing Word. Let's see, how about, I'll probably go 2nd level. See what I can do. Perfect. 5 points of healing.
That doubles how many hit points I have.
And then I would like to kind of look for another group of the tin springs that are around. See maybe a heavy cluster, and will kind of send a bolt of lightning in their direction to kind of, thin the herd a little if I could.
Okay, and that's a dex save.
Dex save 14.
14.
Yep.
So how many can you hit total with that?
So everybody around a 5-foot square. So, I guess if I hit 1 in person, I could hit a full set of 9.
Roll a d8 for me.
And then
5.
a D4 the number of guards. Just kidding.
So yeah, exactly. So there are you hit 6 of them that are attacking the gate to the rock, And the first one rolled a 3, miss, or fail. Second one rolled a 3, fail. I just rolled 3 threes in a row, fail. A 9, and this is a dex, so that's 12, or excuse me, 11. That fails, so that's
Still
4
fail, yep.
fails. A 13 fails. They all failed. All 6 of them failed.
I think I did a 26 for damage.
Yeah, they all just get whacked as lightning comes down and just arcs between all of them on multiple ways. And the guards kind of get blown back who are engaged with these things and fall against the wall. You have made a huge dent in their numbers. Well done.
Fantastic, and that'll kind of be my turn. Nervously looking around to make sure that nothing's sneaking up, because I know I'm not doing the greatest either.
That was excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an inspiration point, Mel, for that one. That was pretty sweet. That brings us to the top of the round 02.
Wait a minute. I
Oh, sorry. Grab. Sorry. Yep. My bad.
All right, so I look over at Mel's lightning doing that again. I see him just obliterate quite a few of them over there. I'm like, all right, gosh, that's impressive. I look at my hammer. I'm like, well, I can get one at a time. And I see that one over there, and that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. Is this time I'm going to swing recklessly since I can't get the thing, and yeah. Swing recklessly.
All right.
It's not the right die. Where'd the right die go? There it is. 19.
That will hit.
And for 11 points of damage.
Yep. As you have learned to do, you crush this thing with your maul, collapsing its cranium shell and turning off the lights like a light switch as it goes down. Now, you have, for all intents and purposes, defeated the group that had come away from the main horde, if you will, of Tin Springs and attacked towards you. There are still some battling about the defensive positions of the archers on the wall. Some have climbed up to the top and are now thrown off and come hurtling down and smash on the flagstone in front of you. You seem to, with your cleric's lightning calling and your mauls and your swords and your sneak attacks have turned the tide of this battle as the Tin Springs start to fall one by one. And it's kind of like one of those things where you're kind of walking through the battlefield, talking with some of the guards as Tin Springs come running in, and you're kind of like, they're just kind of fending them off or killing them in front of you. It's kind of like a mop-up situation. As you make your way, you can speak to the guards at this point if you would like to, but we are out of combat for intents and purposes. There's some narrative combat happening on around you.
Yeah, do we need to have them throw down ropes or anything, or open up the gates?
The gate actually opens up, and about 6 more guards come rushing through, as well as a fairly tall dwarf in sort of nice robes. Looks to be not a soldier by any stretch of the imagination, but someone who may be in charge, perhaps, of the defensive coordination of the rock. Looks about. Oh, shit! God damn it, there's more! Who are you? He looks over at Valentino. You've done good things here.
You are muted.
You are now muted, which is very uncharacteristic of you.
I am Valentino Eduardo Fuzzmuzzle Antonio Escobar VI. And these are my friends. We are here to help.
You have done great things. You look very wounded.
I've not been touched.
He looks over and he's looking at your friends who are bleeding.
Oh, them. Yes, they are very wounded.
Your friends are wounded. You look marvelous, darling. And
Thank you.
He calls over one of the guards who brings out some healing potions. These are greater healing potions, and he hands one to each of you.
I'll also heal O2 for an extra 9 with the cure wounds in the midst of pew pewing with lightning.
So
if you'll
each of
pardon
those...
me,
Go ahead.
I'm going to hand O2 the letter that we were given by Olga. And I'll say, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to go and help up the top. The claws come out, and I just start climbing up the wall.
The dwarf opens up the letter and looks at it. Olga sent you then. My name is Zombrok. I am her brother. You're here to help, you say. Well,
Absolutely.
there is one way that you can help. These things must be stopped. The only way to do that is to head out to the Isle where their creator lives. There is a way. There should be a way to stop them from there. I can only hope. Would you do this for us while we fend off and mop up the rest of these creatures?
Absolutely. We would be happy to.
Just remember who it is you sent on this mission.
Yes. Let me see here. Valentino Eduardo Fuzzmuzzle Antonio Escobar VI and friends.
Good enough.
Very well. He proceeds to give you directions, and he did give you greater healing potions, which are 44 plus 4, I believe, healing. If you want to take those at any time, feel free to do so. Yeah, 44 plus 4. He gives you directions to a... Let me bring up the map here. So here's the map of Rockfort. You guys have been fighting around the rock, which is this area in the middle of the map here. And you are going to head to this little island out here. So they give you directions down to an area where there's a boat that you can use to get there. But you do have to make it through the city. So to get to the landing. So one of the things I would ask you, my friends, is having helped the town with the assault at the gates, as you make your way through town, how are you going to make your way through town? Are you rushing? Are you sneaking through town to avoid conflict? What is your strategy?
No one said anything about water. No one said anything about water.
Well, that's how you get to an island. I know, Valentiniano. It's not your favorite, but
fine. I will just takes a handful of herbs out of his pouch and just puts it on his tongue. Let us go. What should we do? Full on rush?
Well, we could sneak through pretty quickly. Although one of us kind of goes clank, 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 clank.
I am not the stealthiest, and I feel remiss if we do not assist some of the townsfolk on our way.
That is true. We
need to... however, have passed without trace, so we can be much more stealthy, my friend.
Very nice.
Yeah,
certainly, yes.
I think it'd behoove us. We're going to do more good rather than try to stay in the town and help fight. I think it's going to do better to try to end this thing as quickly as possible to help the town.
The root of the problem, yes.
I mean, I could try to throw you with catapult, but I think you would weigh a bit more than it would allow. Let us move as silently but as quickly as we can.
Sounds good. Is there is that the inn that we were at, the tavern, is that on the way or is that behind us?
That's behind you now.
Yeah, I wanted more biscuits. All right.
So you're gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yep.
Let's do this. Let's see. Grav, roll me a D4, please.
All right. I would like to have us all place a wager on who's going to make it to the dock first, but I know how fast that friend can be. 4.
4, okay. I need everybody to make a stealth check with the Pass Without a Trace active.
What exactly does Pass Without a Trace do?
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
So really, all you have to do is tell me if you rolled less than a 3.
I have a total of 33.
That's really good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that.
Wow,
So
that's
nobody-
better than even I did. I've only got a 28.
34.
You were trying to be too quick. You're always trying to be too quick sometimes.
All right, so
You know.
you're on the first stretch. You're very good. You evade any sort of detection. Give me another stealth roll, and just let me know if you have a 1 or a 2, basically.
Nope, still good.
I will end up taking the potion as well during the run.
Okay, so you take one of the healing potions.
I got close. I only had an 18.
Okay, and nobody got a 1 or a 2.
36.
Okay, so the second leg of the journey,
Wow.
again, you see that there are opportunities for you to get involved. There are still combats happening with Tin Springs, the larger ones and the smaller ones, but it looks to be like the guards and the people of the town are holding their own. Give me a third round of stealth checks.
Good enough. As in, I
Everybody's
didn't
good?
roll a 1 or a 2.
Okay,
31.
36.
All right. And then one more because somebody decided to roll a 4. We got the fourth leg of the journey here. Everybody roll one more stealth check, and if you got a 1 or a 2, let me know.
Oh, good, good. Did I find any biscuits on the way?
Roll a perception check.
So I do have disadvantage. I rolled a natural 20 and a 2. Plus 3 is
Okay.
5, and so 15, but that was a 2.
15 total. Yeah, you're fine.
16.
16, you're good. So you
The
guys
lowest-
managed.
Almost the lowest I could roll.
You had to beat a 13 basically, and with pass without a trace, that's not a problem. You make it to the docks. You get on the boat, and you paddle across to the island. Now, as you arrive on the island, let me go back here. Grab your tokens.
So are we swimming? There's a boat.
No, you're in a
How's that
boat.
working?
You're in a rowboat. As you make your way across to this really nice tower here.
That's a nice
The
tower.
waters that you pass are clear, calm. They reveal below them a bit of, here, let me do this. They reveal below them freshwater fish, coral reefs. It's just a really beautiful lake that you're on. Ahead of you lies a small island with a tower built atop a rocky elevation and surrounded by various trees, sort of small stature trees. There's a wooden pier that you make way for, and you're able to dock your boat no problem as you step onto dry land. The island is small. There's kind of a sandy shoreline to the south and west portion of the island. The stone structure in front of you is about 40 feet tall. It's capped with a pointed red roof. There are no windows on the ground floor, but on the second floor, just below the eaves of the roof, is a panoramic glass all the way around. Very well built. The front door of the tower is open.
I thank the mother we're on dry land again. Who puts their home out in the middle of a lake? Ah. All right, what would you like to do? Should we go in?
To answer that question, I just start walking up to the front door.
Do we see any tracks on the island?
Roll a survival check for me. Grab, you walk up to the door.
23.
Yes, there is like kind of a stone walkway from the dock up to the front steps in the front door, which is kind of hanging half open. There are tracks, multiple tracks in and out of here. It's hard to tell what they are, but lots of tracks in the little bit of sand that's accumulated between the rocks. It's pretty obvious that people have come and gone here. It doesn't really look like a house. It looks more like some sort of a maybe a strange defensive location with the stonework, but then the panoramic glass around the second floor of the tower seems strangely out of place. Grab, you walk to the front door, and what do you do when you get there?
Well, first I'm going to look in before I say anything, but I'm going to look in to see if I notice anything in particular of, I mean, I'm looking for, an occupant or movement or something, but otherwise just try to take in what's inside.
Roll a perception check. As the door is halfway open, do you push it open all the way with your hand?
9.
And do you push the door open?
Yeah. I would. Yes, I would.
Okay, so you push the door open and you hear from inside. You look inside first and you see that there's a circular room, as you would expect, about 40 feet across. There are 4 cylindrical pillars that seem to hold up the second floor above. You kind of look in and you can see the ceiling held up by these pillars, and you hear sobbing. Oh, no. How did this happen? No. Oh, no.
Hearing the sobbing, then I'll call out, "Hello?
Who's there?"
People here to help with the construct problem."
Oh my God. Oh. You watch as you're kind of peering inside still, and you see this dwarven woman get up from, she's kind of like collapsed on the floor, and she gets up. She kind of wipes the snot from her face.
You.
Who are you people? Who are you?
We came on behalf of the town to, as you might know, the entire town is, I mean, you seem very distraught, so the constructs are attacking the town. And we need to try to find out how we can stop this from happening.
I tried to stop it. I tried to end it, but I couldn't go through with it. I love my people, but these constructs are like my children. Don't you see? I created them. I don't know what to do.
Well, they are like your children, but they're not children. They're killing people. They're killing people in the town. They almost killed a mother and her 2 children.
Oh.
You must help us stop them.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, why am I the one talking? That's
roll with advantage. Roll with
Wait a
advantage.
moment.
That was a good. It was good to mention the mother and the children.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 19 plus. Which is good because the other one was a 4. Well, plus 1.
So 18. Yeah, you
no,
20.
Dirty 20.
So you needed a 17. So you succeeded in the persuasion. She looks up at you and she says, "Yes." She kind of like wipes the tears from her eyes. "We've got to do something about this. There's a way to reset. To reset them. We can do it. We just need to get into the basement. Come in." And you walk inside, or you can walk inside. She gestures you to come inside.
And I'll gesture to my friends behind me, and especially Valentino. This is gonna be especially you. You're
All right.
You're admittedly smarter than me.
So I'll go inside.
Ah. There we go.
What is happening?
God. I'm trying to
We're on
resize
dry
these
land.
things.
It's okay. So
There we go.
yeah, so and then I'll explain, that she seems to be the creator of these constructs, and she knows a little bit of what happened, and she said there's something in the basement that can.
Yes. My name is Nagar Klandar. I have created these constructs and harnessed the energy of the life cores. That I've never told anyone this except for the Rock Council. But you seem so trustworthy and good. She looks specifically at you, Grav, as you've persuaded her. The life cores are crystals that grow beneath Crystal Lake. There is a core below us. And she gestures over, and you see that there is an iron door that has a big lock on it. The key is protected upstairs, but it's protected by one of them, more powerful than what you've seen in town. I can't go up there; it'll kill me. But you look like you could take it. You could take it down, get the key, we go downstairs. I can reset the core. We can save the town.
Give me just one moment, please. I walk over to the lock, and I'm going to take a look at it. And I look back at her. This has no, like, finger wiggly magic things on it, does it?
No. Trapped, you mean?
Well, trapped or made with magic. It's a normal mechanical lock.
It is quite magical.
I'm going to give it a try anyway. I would like to try to use my thieves' tools and pick this lock.
And I've seen him mess up enough times. I'm to step far back.
Get back.
All right, you all just go over
tracks.
to the other side, and if you, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yes.
There's no traps here, are there?
No traps, but it's.
Oh, good.
I don't think he's going to be able to open it. Good luck.
I'll let him try. He is good at this. And as he's trying, I'm going to ask her. I'm like, why did they all go berserk?
I don't know, but I would have to imagine that it is the druid.
23.
He's been trying to convince the council for a number of years now to shut down the operation, that we were dabbling in magics that we were unsuited to protect the people against, but I don't believe him. Nothing has happened in decades. I've been here for 24 years doing this. This city has grown. The people are happy and prosperous. My creations have brought great wealth to this community. I believe he has done something nefarious to turn them against us as a gesture of a lesson or some sort.
I can continue the rest of the question after with the 23 lockpick.
Grav, you get your pick in there and you're working the pick and it doesn't even budge. Like, your picks don't even move.
You know, this is why it is such a bad idea to do magical locks. Especially when you have things protecting the key to the magical lock that could go bunker cuckoos. Fine, we'll do it your way.
I agree with you in retrospect now, thinking about it, that perhaps a fail-safe mechanism, yes, a fail-safe. She takes out a small notebook out of her back pocket and she starts diagramming something that we could flip the switch. It could shut down the core and the power surge.
Wait a moment. We'll deal with that later. We need to get upstairs now. Where's the easiest way to get up?
Just follow the stairs. Up. Be careful.
Thank you. By the way, what is this druid's name?
The druid's name, you ask? Well, I have it right here in front of me. This nasty druid. His name is.
Be named later.
His name is. God damn it.
God damn it! All right, we'll look for God damn it later.
Eldranior. His name is Eldranior.
Thank you.
He's terrible.
We'll talk more about him later. Let's go. Let's go.
Strangely, he's ridiculously good looking in the module, though. But anyways, nevertheless. All right, so.
Come on.
Do you know of any weaknesses of these things?
Yes. You must destroy the crystals.
What, like this one?
Yes, yes, like that, but there are 4 crystals. You must destroy them. You will see. They give the construct power, more power.
Right.
He's a pretty good caretaker in Overwatch, but in this circumstance, it's not. Yes, fail safe. Yes, and she goes back to diagramming out as the 4 of you begin to make your way up the stairs.
All right, let's do this like we did back in. What's the name of that town over by the keep? Yeah, I go first, little quietly, sneaky. And if anything goes wrong, you'll hear me just go, ah! And then I want you two to come running in. and save my furry butts.
Only
And
two
now-
of us, not three of us.
No. I'm pointing at O2 and Brett and Graf. You two come running in and save my furry butt. And Mel, you have healing ready, because if I scream like that, it's not gonna be good.
Speaking of O2, how are you feeling?
Better.
I'll use another cure wounds.
Yes.
Give you a God dang it, only 6. Heals are not good.
Better than nothing.
All right, so I'd like to stealth my way up the stairs and take stock of the situation upstairs.
Okay.
Shall we all
roll a stealth check
up
for
the
me?
stairs?
I'd say, I would think we normally have him like 40 feet in front of us,
Well, we can
but
all
then we follow behind him stealthily.
we can all pass without trace up the stairs.
How long does that last for?
I have another spell slot. It lasts for an hour.
I would say you'd probably need to do another spell slot to do it
Yeah.
again. Yep.
We want to all go up the stairs stealthily.
Yes, please.
All
With
right.
less
okay.
without a trace, that's a 26 for me.
Okay. Very nice.
Uh, 19 for Mel.
29.
21 for Grav.
All right. You guys all feel like you've been very stealthy as you work your way up the stairs. Valentino, as you crest just enough where you can look up, you see what she was talking about. There is a room, panoramic windows around the entirety of the perimeter of this room. It's beautiful. You look out over the lake. You can see Rockfort in the distance across the way you paddled. You see that there are 4 crystals: a red crystal, blue, green, and yellow. At the center of this setup, there is a tall, armored construct that appears to be looking right at you. What would you like to do? Hey, thanks for the raid, R&R Production. Much appreciated. Great to see ya. Bleak Season's here. Darth is here. Hey guys, thanks for being here. You're just in time. You are just in time. Thanks for the resub, Darth. All right, Valentino, you're the first one up the stairs. What would you like to do?
How heavy do those crystals look? I mean, are they huge? Do they look like...
Yeah, they are. They're pretty large. They are glowing with energy. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
$26.
You, with that perception check, you're like, these things are fucking magical for sure. And she gave you that information, but you can just barely see these faint tethers of energy that attach to the construct in the middle of the room. This tall, armored construct.
Do I think that each one of them is more than 5 pounds?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And they're attached. They're like attached to those pillars.
All right. Since he's looking at me, I'm going to... Hello. My name is Valentino Eduardo Fazmazel Antonio Escobar VI. And this dagger right here is going to be part of your downfall. And I cast catapult on the dagger. And I send it jetting across to the red crystal.
Okay. As you're speaking, you watch as this red light kind of go, almost like you guys, I'm sure you guys watched Knight Rider when you were kids. The light of Kit goes back and forth, that red light. As you throw the dagger, go ahead and roll an attack.
This is catapult spell. That I'm using.
Okay. All right.
I
so what does
cast
that
catapult
mean?
on the dagger.
Okay.
So the pillar would have to make a dexterity saving throw of 13.
It's gonna fail for sure.
All right. So now it takes the crystal takes 19 points of damage, bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Bludgeoning, you say?
Yes.
Okay. 19. Got it. All right. So your dagger goes flying across the room, smashes. Bits of crystal and pillar go flying off in all directions. It still continues to glow, and the tether still attached to the construct in the middle. As you do that, you hear it power up.
And I'm going to take. I can't grab myself. Where am I?
You're gonna roll initiative.
Oh,
Please.
well, I guess I'll do that then.
Yeah.
Ah.
Everybody can roll initiative.
Why? Why do I get it on the initiatives?
25 to 20, please.
24.
Ooh. Val with the 24. 15 to 20.
19.
19 for O2. Anyone else?
16 for Grav.
Okay. 15 to 20. Or did I just say
13.
that?
No, that's
10,
13.
Yeah, 10 to 15. 13.
Yep.
Okay. And I rolled.
Probably would have pulled on O2. It's like, why is he giving a speech? I thought we were sneaking.
It was looking at me.
All right, Valentino, you are at the top of the order as you see this thing come to life. It looks something like this. If we get that on the screen here. Maybe not. Oh, there we go.
There's 2 of them.
That's what it looks like.
Does it have any weapons?
With that perception check that you rolled earlier, I would say that you know that it does not have weapons.
Ah, damn. All right.
The
Well,
other ones didn't have weapons either. They hurt very much with those arms.
True. So the first thing I'm going to do is take part of my movement and go right here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll a stealth check to hide
Okay.
as a bonus action,
Okay.
which gives me a 13.
Okay. Not bad.
And then, as a action, I'm going to try to be hidden and use my short bow and try to hit it and do sneak attack damage.
What kind of rogue are you again?
I am an arcane trickster.
So I think sneak attack damage is when you have an ally within 5 feet, or that's weird. Or if you have advantage for some reason, which you don't, you wouldn't have right now.
Oh, that's why I tried to do the hide so I could get advantage. Bonus action hide to try to get advantage, but I don't think it matters anyway because I rolled an 11 to hit.
Yeah, that's not going to hit. But I'm curious now. Hide action. Does that give you advantage? I don't think it does. Never heard of that before.
Oh,
But I could be wrong.
well, it doesn't matter.
You're attacking as from unseen. So if you did, absolutely, you would have advantage. Thank you. Had to check. Okay, so did you roll with advantage?
No, I did not.
All right, let's do it.
Let's roll with advantage.
On, you can do it.
Come on.
We have faith in you, Valentino.
I don't know why. Oh my God. With advantage, I just rolled a 20. So 27 to hit.
Here's what I'm going to say is, and I apologize for this because I did roll a perception check for this thing to see if it could see you. What did you roll on your hide check?
13. So
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, so I don't get sneak attack.
13, but you still had pass without a trace on. Did you count that?
Ooh, yes you do. Good call,
23.
Grav. Yeah, it didn't see you at all.
Oh.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, O2.
All right, so, wow. Base damage
Pass without a
is
trace really coming into play here. That's cool. That's really cool.
16 points of damage from the short bow.
Okay. And that is piercing damage?
Yes.
That was a crit backstab.
Yeah, I know, right?
What was the
rolled
total damage?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That should be doubled.
I'm sorry. Hang on.
Doubled.
So is it max damage?
Yep. It
for
was a
crit?
natural 20.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yep. So
max.
the short bow was 6, and then it max damage says 12.
Okay.
And then do I double the sneak attack, or do I max damage the sneak attack?
You max damage the sneak attack.
Oh my God. I am Valentino Eduardo Muscle Antonio Escobar.
Yes, you
will
are.
go down.
Oh my
So,
God.
6, 18,
That's the beauty of a natural 20.
18, 28, plus 12, 30, 40 points of damage in
Holy
one shot.
shit. 40? Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Very
Wow.
nice. Very nice.
Show me where that red line lies.
I think you just hit him in the red line with that arrow.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to my turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm seen now.
Yeah, you are. He knows where you are, but he sees 3 more of your friends at the stairs and has something called spell storing. And according to the way this was written, he is going to emit a fireball that is going to shoot towards your 3 companions.
Oh no!
I need you all to make a dexterity save.
I didn't go up the stairs. I just pushed O2 up there. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I
Put
need
the
you
ranger
to,
in front.
I need you to beat a 14.
20 total.
Mel had a 7.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Would I have advantage on this using my danger sense? Advantage on dex saving throws against effects you can see?
Mel has a inspiration if he'd rather
I
not
was
be
gonna
hit by
say.
a full fireball.
Yeah. Can I use the inspiration as a reroll?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna give that a shot and
And
hope
what?
and pray.
And Grav, yes, you have danger sense. You can.
Yeah, I
use
can. I
danger
can roll
sense.
advantage. Thank you. Just making sure.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 4s in a row. That's
Oh,
that's
shit.
a fail.
17.
Okay, so if you failed, a 14 was the DC. So if you meet or beat that, you only take half damage. So you take 14 damage. If you failed, you're taking 29 damage. This is fire damage as the fireball erupts.
I'm out.
Really?
I did not have 29. I had 26. I was close, but no. Mel just hits and starts sliding down the stairs.
Oh shit! Does anybody have a healing potion left, or did you guys all take them?
I have a healing potion left.
Okay, well, good to know. Let me just double check to see if I can do any other. Nope, that's it. O2, it's your turn. As you just singed, blasted with fire.
So she said we have to break the crystals.
Yes, she did.
Well, I'm thinking I want to take that red crystal out because methinks red and fire probably go hand in hand. So I'm gonna run over to the red crystal and start swinging at it.
Smashy smash.
I assume that he's like in this, like this isn't a big chamber, so he's pretty close to it, right?
Oh yeah, he's like,
Okay.
he can reach out and touch you, no problem.
That's what I thought. So I'm gonna swing at the red crystal.
Okay,
21 to hit.
it hits.
Max damage, 10 points of slashing damage.
The red crystals are absolutely destroyed, and the glow goes out. The faint tether snaps and disappears, and anybody that's looking can see the red glow. There's like a red, almost like illuminated light on the gauntlets of this thing. They go out.
Okay, so he's within 5 feet of me, so I'm gonna hit him with that, I hope, for a 25 to hit
That'll hit.
for 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna continue moving around him over to the blue one. to swing at the blue one with my offhand attack as my bonus action for 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 3 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, you shatter a couple of the crystals, but it still glows pretty bright.
And then take my second action attack, which is a 16 to hit.
And this is against what?
Blue crystal.
That one doesn't seem to hit. You kind of hit the stone of the pillar.
Okay.
And anything else from O2? You've used your movement, your multiple attacks.
I will go just a little farther and go around the back of this guy.
All right. That brings us to Grav. You're blasted with fire. You look around, you're okay, but you watch as your friend Mel slumps to the ground, singeing, some of his garments still burning as he slides down the stairs. And you just hear the dwarven woman downstairs, no!
So I look at my destroyed nice outfit I've been wearing. Not happy about that. And I look at the potion on my flask that I was planning on drinking. But then I look at my friend Mel. It's like, buddy, got to get you back up. Do you use bonus or actions? I should remember that from your
bonus action. Bonus action to give a healing potion.
All right. You want to roll it? Or you want me to roll it?
You roll it.
All right. 4, 3, 2. This is getting familiar. Oh, really? 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So 3, 10, 14 points of healing.
Fantastic.
Mel, you're back up.
Yeah, so bring him back and be like, hey, you might want to stay down there just for a second. I'm going to run back up. And
thank you.
With 40 foot of movement, can I still go in and attack the green crystal?
Yeah, you could get to the green crystal for sure.
Okay. And since I can't rage, though, I'm going to attack normally this round. Then I'll attack after that. But this round, I'm going to attack normally.
Okay.
And
going after green. Okay.
Going after green. A 19 plus 7, 26 to hit the green.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
And that small is going to smash his crystal for 7, 14, 11 points of damage as I try to smash it down.
Yeah, you break and shatter almost half of the crystals, maybe even a little over half of the crystals that are at this station.
All right, I shall do this a second time. This time, maybe I'm just going to actually after I smash it down, and then I'm just going to go ahead, like use a butt or something, just for something a little bit different.
Okay.
Oh, I'm rolling damage instead of attack. Hold on. 17, 24.
That hits as well.
All right, and 6, 10 points more.
Yeah, you shatter the remaining crystals. They go dim. The tether severs, and you watch. You didn't notice it at first, but there's sort of this green glow across all of the armor of this construct that now just disappears.
All right, and then I look over. It's like at Valentino, and I'm like, "Why did you have to introduce yourself?" And I'm done.
All right, Mel. You gasp for breath as you come to consciousness.
I will stand up. I will actually cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. And I'll roll that here in a hot second. But I'm going to start stomping my way up the stairs. And I'm going to yell out, 6, you're going to be 5 after this. And that will be my turn trying to get to the as far up the stairs as I can.
You can get to the top of the stairs, no problem.
Then that'll kind of be my turn.
Just in range for another fireball. And that brings us to Valentino's turn.
That is impossible. My father is still alive. It's a long story. We'll talk later. So the green one and the red one are destroyed, right?
Yes.
making my way right there. And what am I gonna do?
Oh shit.
Actually, I'm gonna make my way right here. And I'm going to cast the spell that I was very much amused by you putting on my spell list. Jim's Magic Missile.
Okay.
I get 3 attacks with it. I'm going to send 2 at the yellow crystal.
Okay.
And 1 at the armored guy. Now, the thing is, I have to roll all of them. And if I get a 1 on any of them, none of them hit. Because Jim's Magic Missile, apparently.
That's Jim for you. This is out of Acquisitions Inc., I think.
So on him, on the big guy, an 8. I'm assuming that misses.
That does miss.
First towards the pillar, 24.
That'll hit. That's a yellow pillar.
Okay. Yep, that's the yellow pillar.
Okay.
Second towards the pillar, 17.
That hits as well.
All right, so the pillar takes 3 and 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of damage.
Okay, nice. Very nice. Okay. So you fire your magic missiles at the construct, missing it, but hitting twice at the immobile pillar in front of you. Feeling pretty good about yourself at that point. Like 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then I'm going to continue my movement to there, and I'm going to stealth hide again.
Roll another stealth check for me, please.
Oh, nope, that's not the right one. I rolled sleight of hand, and that would be a 21 to stealth.
Yeah. That you're sitting pretty behind that spot there. That brings us to me, however. And where did Chad go? Because O2 is gonna get some
He had to step away for a hot minute.
Okay.
Yeah, he's having a bit of an issue.
Oh, yep, he is.
He said he'd be right back. His part of his computer setup was going nuts.
Oh yeah, we lost him. All right, let's do this. And you'll have to blame Chad for this. Grav, it turns towards you and is going to take a couple of swings. The first one, let's see, it's a fist. He's punching you. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. You step out of the way as this giant metal fist comes flying towards your face, and ooh, that one's going to hit. That is 25 to hit this time.
Yeah, that'll hit.
But only on Tuesdays.
That'll be 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that brings us to Oz's turn, who's not here, so we'll go to Grav. It's your turn.
All right. With that, Grav is he almost kind of faltered on that one, but he didn't. So now he's going to go ahead and he's going to start to rage.
Okay.
And there's still yellow crystals, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like we got to get rid of the crystals first. So I am going to
There he is.
go ahead and attack the yellow crystals. And because I am not feeling very good, I am going to attack normally.
Okay, you're going to have to move. So you move.
Oh,
past.
sorry. Yep.
That's
Thank
all right.
you.
Yep, I gotcha. So you move
Cool.
past. We're going to come back to you, Vamp, for O2's turn.
9 plus 7 is 16.
Misses.
All right. I'll try to attack it again. I'll bring the hammer down. 21.
That one hits.
Good. 4, 8 plus 4, 12.
Yeah, the yellow crystals are shattered.
Excellent, excellent. And Let's see, I was there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to get there so that I can move through my ally and get near the blue crystals.
Sure.
I can't attack them, but at least I can be near them.
Yep, you can get there. Okay, so we'll jump back to O2's turn.
Okay, so I'm still near the is the blue one still?
The blue
There.
one is still glowing, yes.
All right, so I'm gonna attack that with my first attack, which is a natural 20.
That will hit, my friend.
You've been
Okay.
good on the natural 20s.
Yeah, so roll damage and then add max damage to that.
15 points of damage.
All right. They continue to glow, but there's
Okay.
not many of them left.
I will hit the construct with my follow through with my ranger ability.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. I will attack the crystal again with my bonus action offhand. That is a 16 to hit.
That one doesn't hit either.
Okay. And then my second attack action that I get is a natural 20.
That will hit.
Well, when you get 4 attacks around, you throw more 20s. I like that. And that is the most damage I can do in a hit. So that is 16 points of damage.
Wow. So this is the first scratch that you have put on this construct. You look at the hits that it has taken previously, didn't seem to have done any damage, but now you have something to compare it to as you slice across the front of its armor and cut a big wedge through its shield. You said 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it. All right. That's the end of your turn. Mel, it's your turn.
I think it's might make this pretty simple, and I'm going to actually cast a guiding bolt at first level against the construct.
Okay.
So that'd be a 18 to hit.
An 18 is going to miss.
Ooh, dang. Then, you know what? That's about all I got. I might shift away out of the stairs and try to take cover behind the pillar just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you can
And
definitely take
that's it.
cover. Okay. Back at the top of the order, Valentino, it's your turn.
Oh, I think I see where this is going. I'm going to take the short bow again, and I'm going to shoot this time at the blue pillar because that still has some on it, right? Or
Yes.
did we destroy
Nope,
it?
the blue is still glowing. There's just not much of it left to glow, but it is glowing.
Actually, yeah, we're going to do the short bow at it. Natural 20.
That is definitely going to hit.
27. All right.
Roll me some damage and then add max damage.
That's maximum I
Oh.
can do.
Hey, Prometheus2128, thanks for raiding. Much appreciated. You're just in time for some serious natural 20 damage action here. What'd you get there, Valentino?
16 points of damage.
And that's against the construct?
No, that's against the blue.
Oh, the blue. Yeah, the blue are completely shattered. And the glow fades, and the tether that was connecting the crystals to the construct disappears as it just turns and looks at O2. Anything else from Valentino?
I'm going to go ahead and... Do we still have Pass Without a Trace? Gonna go ahead
I
and-
don't think. Hey, thanks for the cheer, LexiFire22. I don't think you need to concentrate on that, do you? O2. So
Yes, you do.
Oh, you do. Okay. Have you taken any hits?
I took half of a fireball.
Oh god.
Yeah, we probably should have done that before. Go ahead and roll a con save for 14 versus 14. So you have to
Okay,
roll a 10 or
con
above.
save.
Yeah, concentration.
Yeah,
Okay.
roll a 10 or above on con save.
16.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're fine. You're fine.
All right, so I'm doing the bonus action hide. That's 23 for my hide action behind the remnants of the yellow crystal.
Oh, I messed that up.
And that's my turn.
All right. That brings it to my turn, and this thing is going to just take a half a step towards O2 and is going to unleash a couple of fist attacks against you. That is only a 14. That's not going to hit you. The second attack is going to be a 18.
That hits.
An 18 will hit you for 8 bludgeoning damage. As it just crushes you in the chest. That's it. Only gets 2 attacks, so we're gonna go to O2. You dodge the first swing and take the second one. What are you gonna do next? Oh, you know what? Roll concentration save for me to maintain your pass without a trace. 10 or above.
Hey, real quick, I think I typed something in wrong. How many points is that fireball again?
11 points. Well, 11
It was-
on the con save.
Took 14.
You're good. It was half of it was 14.
Thank you. I totally messed that up. I have quite a few more hit points.
See you later, Christian. Thanks for being here, buddy. Great. We had to skip a little bit, but really fun module. This is a great one shot.
Yeah.
Con save was 11.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
All right, so it is your turn.
All right. So you said the blue crystal is still there?
No, all the crystals have been dispatched.
Oh boy. It's
Mhm.
killing time.
It is.
Let's go. That is a 26 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
There's no other things to hit, so I don't get to do my special hit something and hit something within 5 feet. So I'm just going to attack again with my bonus action offhand. That
Okay.
is only a 16 to hit.
A 16 is not going to hit.
Yeah. And then my second action attack,
Thanks, Mimic Maps.
nat 20.
Nat 20 is going to hit. God, you guys are rolling a lot of
Ow.
nat 20s. Holy shit, house mouse. I love it.
So that is going to be
Damn.
14 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Let me just check here. Yep, 14. Okay, yeah, you're definitely hacking away at this thing. Pieces of metal are flying off of it. Every time you slash through it, sparks start flying into across the room. Yeah. Anything else?
Can I circle it at all so that any of my companions can be on the other side of me?
You have movement. So yeah, as
Yeah.
long as you stay within one of those funny little D&D rule hiccups where you can just dance around this thing without we're having to worry about it.
Yeah, I'll slide over
I think
here.
someday I'm going to run a game where flanking doesn't exist. I'm going to try that out and see how it goes.
I don't have flanking in my game.
Yeah. And?
I like it. I like it without
Yeah.
flanking.
Yeah, I agree. All right. That is your turn, O2. It's Grav's turn.
Well, Grav's gonna look at O2 and be like, and watch the giant construct kind of follow him over there, and it's just like gives him the thumbs up, and then goes swinging.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna unleash everything I got. which is just, advantage 3 times. So, see what happens. 18.
An 18 will hit.
Oh, cool. I thought that missed for some reason. All right.
It would have missed until you guys destroyed the blue crystal.
All right. So that'll be 11 on the first hit.
Okay.
You see, I do things right every once in a while.
And I will hit that time for the 24. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
All right. And 7 plus 6, 13 on the second hit.
Nice.
And this time I'm going to go into a frenzy.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to hit it again.
Yeah.
This time I'm going to roll a 20. Come on. No. But a 24 will still hit.
It will.
Ooh. 16 on the last hit.
16 points of damage?
Yep.
Holy Moses. Okay.
So
Very
I'm just
nice.
swinging around. You see, this is, you guys have seen it before, but that's, just suddenly he just starts going and he's just going faster and faster and he's just smacking it, just spinning back and forth, smash, 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 smash. And that's my turn.
Like a
But
whirling
it made
dervish.
him angry. It's not a good thing when he's very, very angry.
I didn't get all my biscuits.
Oh,
This man wants
no.
his biscuits.
We need to
Mel,
find a pastry shop quickly.
when the work is done.
I don't have a whole lot left. Gonna kind of knowing what it can do, gonna try to play a little smart. I'm just actually gonna use a Sacred Flame
Okay.
on it. So it needs a dexterity of 14 as the DC.
Natural 20.
It was a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. It was the safe play.
Ducked out of the way. I guess I was aiming for his head, and he ducked down, and that's gonna be it. That's my turn.
All right, that brings us to the top of the order with this thing looking like it's getting beaten. You can see where this is going. Valentino.
Short bow again. 13 to hit.
A 13 is not going to hit.
All right, so I'm going to stow the short bow. I'm going to pull out my sword and my dagger and move to here.
Okay.
And now you will see.
I will.
But you know what? I forgot. I had advantage.
Because you were
And
hidden.
still 12 to hit, and so 14. Yeah, missed completely.
Yeah, both will miss. As you move forward, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. This thing is still watching O2 and is going to take a couple of swings. First one is going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. I mean, sorry. Woo!
Why? Why is it always you?
15 bludgeoning damage as the first crack comes right into your jaw.
Ow. Although at least the DM hasn't rolled a 20 on us yet.
Yeah, not on a...
Why would you say that? Why,
I-
why would you say
Yeah,
that?
I'm sorry. That was
Why
terrible.
would you say that? That's not funny.
A little
And-
funny.
And then it sees your feline friend kind of sneaking up on the other side, and with the second attack, it's going to punch Valentino. Ooh, that's going to definitely hit for 24 to hit.
Only today.
Oh shit, that's 11. That's also 15 bludgeoning damage.
Actually, no, it's not, because I'm going to use my reaction, and I'm going to half his damage.
There you go. So it'll be 7. 7 bludgeoning damage. It punches you right in the chest. O2, it's your turn.
As I am on death's doorstep,
Oh no.
I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory
Oh shit.
fighting this guy. Apparently, we going. We going.
You can
We'll
always
stop.
you can
I
always
hate these things.
disengage. You can always disengage.
I don't think he
I don't
can.
think he understands that.
Who are you and who am I?
I'm just saying.
Disengage.
I'm just
I
saying.
hate these things.
Yeah, you are. This is your favorite foe, isn't it?
It sure is. Well, that's a miss.
Oh, come on.
Okay. So
can
bonus
do
action,
this.
offhand attack.
Wait.
What?
You have advantage.
I do have advantage. So the first
You're right, it's
attack
flanked.
still misses.
God damn it.
Bonus action, offhand attack is either a wow. What's going on?
Boy.
15?
What is it?
A 15?
No.
Okay. Second action attack. The last attack I have of the round. I'm gonna regret this. Is either a 13. What is going on? Or a 24.
There
Yay! 24 hits.
Minimum damage. 5 points of damage.
You know what? At least you hit. Do you want to disengage now?
But that would kill me.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out
That
there.
would kill me, Dave.
Grav, it's your turn. You do have advantage because it's flanked, so don't forget.
I'm having trouble attacking because there's blood running in my eyes. I'm
Yeah.
at 1 hit point.
Wow.
One.
Grav's not even really even looking. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I'm just laughing that it didn't finish me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's brutal. You were kind of expecting to go down this one shot, weren't you?
You always go down
Well,
with
his
one
track
shot.
record's not great.
Right. All right. I'm going to roll with advantage. And 19. Oh, 2 19s.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Which one of them would have been 20? But oh well. We've had a lot.
At least one of us can take advantage of this.
Yeah. And then, so 9 plus 15 points on the first one.
15.
Yep.
All right.
Second one is an 18, so it'll be a 25.
That'll hit as well. Damn.
That'll be 7 plus 6 is 13 on the second one.
Okay.
And I'm still going to do my frenzied rage.
Okay.
And 13 plus 20, I believe 20 hits.
Yeah.
And 12 more on that one.
Holy shit. That was a lot of damage, bro.
One good thing we can finally do the frenzy. You're not worried about the exhaustion at the end.
Right.
So yeah,
exactly.
And again, so I'm just whacking. I'm just says hammer, just swinging as fast as you get. It's almost swinging so it shouldn't be able to swing this fast, but again, the guy didn't get his biscuits.
He's so pissed off.
Yeah.
All right, Mel. You want to try again?
No, seeing O2, I'm actually gonna step forward and give him a cure wounds at second level, and just take a second. You got this.
Nice.
And there, 14 points of healing. Finally, something decent. And we'll make sure to circle away from O2 because I don't want to draw too much ire since he's kind of focused in that area already.
If
All right.
possible, can I try to taunt this thing to attack me instead of O2?
You can on your turn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Mel, good turn. Valentino, we're at the top of the 5th round here.
So do I get advantage since he's flanked by 2 of my allies?
No, you would have to be inflanked.
Do I get sneak attack because 2 of my allies are within 5 feet of him?
Yes.
Okay, as long as I have a... how can I get him to focus on me? Is there
you tell me.
What would we do? I'm gonna do a performance check if you'd let me.
Yeah.
And do the stand up very straight and tall at my 6'4", both weapons held in a offensive posture. As I said, my name is Valentino Eduardo Fuzzmuzzle Antonio Escobar VI. I will be your doom.
Go ahead and roll a performance check for me.
That's an 18.
I rolled a, let's just call it probably like an insight check, maybe. and I rolled a natural 1. It turns to you, and it's red.
Now come and taste my steel. 21 to hit.
Yes, that will
Nice.
hit.
God damn it. 13. 19 points of damage with the short sword.
Okay.
Offhand attack with the dagger. 19 to hit. Does that hit?
19 is going to hit.
That's 8 point. Now, offhand attack, I don't get my
You don't get
bonus
your proficiency bonus.
on. Okay.
Just the weapon damage.
Yep.
Okay. So that's
don't-
4 points of damage.
You don't get your... Yeah, it's just your weapon damage. 4 points.
Yep.
So that's a total of 23.
Yes.
Tell me how, my friend, do you kill this thing?
I told you. So as I come in with the dagger, I actually flip the dagger so that the blade's out the bottom of my hand, and I jump like a cat attacking a fly on the wall, and I slam the dagger into that area where it was going back and forth red, and I give a guttural, as I kick myself back off and land on my hind feet or my feet and just look at it. I told you, my friend, I am your doom.
Nice.
As this all happens, the rest of you watch as sparks shoot out of its neck, out of its ears, steam blows out, classic, and it starts to just kind of like, and you can see it's like gyrating and breaking down internally, and all of a sudden one arm just goes, another arm, and its head falls, and it just stands. It doesn't fall down, it just stands there, but it is deactivated. Beaten, if you will. As this happens, Nagar runs up the stairs. You did it! Grab the key around its neck! We must be quick!
Are you saying all we had to do is get the damned key from its neck? I could have done that 5 minutes ago.
I told you that!
No, you said deactivate crystals.
Well,
And
but
this
then
is
you weren't
more
listening
part-
the rest of the time when I told you all about the key!
Fine.
The
That's
fifth.
awesome.
Deactivate it.
The fifth.
What do you want? I killed it for you.
Just stomp
She
off
grabs
down
the key
stairs.
from you and she runs down the stairs. She goes to the iron door, the magic lock. She opens it. She runs down into the lower basement. I'm just going to put the map up. We don't need to put tokens on it. It is illuminated with a blue glow. The crystals are embedded in the walls in this chamber. There is a large crystal in the front. She looks to you as you all come down. She says, We could restart the crystals. We can reboot them. It'll be a reset. It'll work. I swear.
Oh, hurry.
Is there a way just to shut it all off?
Not without destroying it.
All right. I would
Insight
like to
check?
hear, the insight check here.
Go ahead and roll an insight check, O2.
22.
You get the sense that she is earnest in her argument. She very much wants to reset the crystals, and she thinks she can do it.
But if we destroy them, they all just turn off, right?
That's the decision point that you guys have to decide, is whether or not you reset the crystals, this life core crystal, or if you destroy them. If you destroy them, that's it. My life's work will be ended. You can't do that to this city.
I don't think we should just destroy them. She treats them like they're children. I think reset for now when we discuss what's going on here.
Everybody give me a perception check.
– 11.
21.
6.
5.
Okay. Valentino, you look around while she is pleading her case, and while your companion O2 is sort of contemplating a destructive approach. Grav is arguing on the contrary, that perhaps they should be preserved and reset. But you look about and you can see that there are structural weak points in this cavern. Spots that you could take advantage of to cause the entire ceiling, the entire tower to collapse in on the space. Do you communicate that to your companions, or do you keep that to yourself?
Right now, I'm keeping it private. I'm going to wait to see. I'm going to say to the I'm sorry, her name again is
Nagar.
Nagar, I understand this is your life's work, but is there a possibility that you could find a alternate way of powering these automatons that would have the ability to say, have an off switch? Or have a way to say, don't ever hurt a human being or other sentient creature unless it is attacking someone else?
I assure you, safeguards have been in place for nearly 20 years. Each one of these tin springs has been programmed with 3 simple rules. Rule number 1, tin springs cannot harm people or allow people to be harmed. Number 2, tin springs must obey commands by its owner or a member of the Rock Council. And 3, tin springs must make efforts to protect themselves as long as it doesn't interfere with rule number 1 and number 2. These creatures, my creations, were corrupted by someone, and I know who it is. It's that one guy who Dave can't remember his name, Eliandrer.
The druid to be
the
named
druid.
Later? Is he on the Rock Council?
The previously unnamed druid.
Is he on the Rock Council?
No, but he has spoken out against these creatures for a number of years. It is him. He was seen in town. I swear to it. We must track him down and we can put an end. But in the meantime, if you help me, you're a magic user, Mel. If you can help me with this ritual, we can reboot the system.
So I'm gonna tap O2 on the shoulder and say,
Let us start.
Say, do you see that point there? And that point there? And that one over there? If we hit them in a certain order, and I'm saying this quietly, I believe things will go crumble, crumble, bush. We could potentially take this out. I think we let them try to reset, but we know how to remove the threat if we need to, eh? You and I.
I like this. How do we know it works anyways?
Good question. Perhaps we do the ritual and then we just do the boom boom thing anyway.
Okay. So while this conversation is happening and eyebrows are wiggling up and down, Mel and Nagar begin to work a ritual sort of process of rebooting, control alt deleting the system, if you will. Please roll. Are you trained in Arcana by any chance?
I'm not proficient in it.
Okay, so you can help her. You can give her advantage. So why don't you please roll 2d20 and give me the higher of the 2 rolls. And add 4.
That's a 10 with your add 4.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So as this process is going on, she is working the crystals and she is channeling magical energy into them, and she gets hit with a blast of energy and she takes 6 lightning damage as it channels through her and arcs through her body, and then she kind of comes back to, and she continues working on this thing. You can just tell like her eyes are black and she's got like black streaks on her arms from where she was electrocuted by this energy, and she continues. Give me one more with advantage roll of Arcana, please.
Hold on, it's thinking. Oh yeah. 17 when your plus 4 would be 21.
Yes. So as you continue, you work with her, and she's kind of telling you what to do, like move that over here and place this right here, and you channel as much energy as you can into these crystals. Everything shuts down. The room goes black for about 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden, and all the blue crystals light up again. I think it worked. She gets up and she runs up the stairs and goes outside to look about. What do you do?
So she's left us down here by ourselves.
As much as I do not trust these things, I do not think it is a good idea for us to collapse the tower on ourselves.
You're correct.
So, what we know though, is given a bit of time, we could collapse this tower and destroy all of it if we need to. And that knowledge is right here.
Yeah, we could still do some more investigations. We can always come back and do that.
Right. So let
Plus
us
we
go
get
back to the
paid.
town. Oh God, I got to go in the water again. Catnip.
Roll a con save.
Right, let us go back into the water then. 16.
Yeah, you're fine. It was a 15 to beat. You guys get back. You go back up topside. She's standing there. The 5 of you paddle back across to the main part of the city. You can see that the constructs are suddenly, as if a switch was flipped, they are cleaning up debris. They are helping wounded individuals, either through some sort of medical means or helping them to a medical facility. People are, there's no longer a sense of panic across the city, as you have, at least for now, thwarted the evil plot, perhaps, of a unnamed druid who is lurking about, who still probably intends to cause some trouble for this group, because he is very much against these constructs, not unlike some of the people in this party, to be quite honest. However, because of your heroic deeds and the fact that you saved many people today, you are met by members of the Rock Council. They bestow upon you gifts of coin, 500 gold pieces to you. You saved the woman and her children, so that's another 500. So that's 1,000. You defended the rock, so that's another 500. That's 1,500 gold. And then so
That'll buy a
1,500
lot
gold.
of catnip.
Yeah.
You know, buy a lot of biscuits.
So I have a question for you, little creator woman, the one that made
Yes,
us all,
yes.
all of them.
Of course.
Is there a way are they identified by who owns what? Because when I'm tracking something, there's a smell that everything has, but some things in the human and dwarven world, you write numbers or names down on things. Is there a way
Yes,
to
of
identify who owns what?
Well, each unit has a serial number associated with it individually, and the ledgers tell us who owns which units.
All right, my friends, let us go back to where this started. That we know it started. Because there's the big one that came in and whoop, flashy, flashy, flashy. And all of the other little ones went, oh, let's kill. Maybe we find out who owned the big one, and we figure that out, and we go back and we take care of that person.
Of course, of course. Let's check the ledger. So over the course of the next day, as you stay in town, a couple things happen. You're able to sort of build that relationship with Nagar. You work through to figure out the you're getting the ownership, the title, if you will, to the individual that walked into the tavern in the beginning, and sort of like looked across at all of the other machines. Yep. And
please tell me this involves multiple trips back and forth across the water.
No,
it does. And you go through a lot of catnip along the way. You do find out that it was the unit was owned by a commoner named Yusuf.
And he's probably dead.
Well, you find him. You are able to, with the authorities, find out that he was beguiled by a strange druid who bestowed upon him and his tin spring some sort of a strange enchantment that caused it to go crazy and infect the others with a virus of some kind. And so this particular druid is known to Yusuf and others, and also known to me now that I have my notes in front of me. El Drainer Wildwrath, an elven druid who is extremely outspoken about the use of constructs and has essentially dedicated himself to eradicating the constructs from this city, and without a doubt will be back to try again, my friends. But because we've run out of time for this one shot, we'll have to come back and figure out if that happens some other time, because, my friends, you have succeeded and you have saved Rockfort. Great job. Nicely done.
Awesome.
And you didn't even die. None of you died. See?
One hit
it's
point.
possible.
What?
02.
Wait a moment.
It's possible.
Almost.
Nice job,
You were
guys.
pretty hurt in that other fight, right? You were down to like 5 hit points, and then you got doubled to 10.
2 of you
Yeah.
almost died.
Yeah, a couple of us were hurting.
Those
And here I am.
those healing potions were key.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Nice job, guys. That was fun. That was a module written by CZRPG. I'll drop the link to their drive-through RPG library here. Great supporters of the stream. Christian's a good friend, and they do really nice stuff. This was very easy as a DM to pick this up, and I think literally we decided we were going to do this on, was it like Saturday morning? It's like, let's do a one-shot on Monday, and I think I read through it twice and put some tokens together. Very easy to put this together based on what they gave us. So we did have to skip one bit of it where you actually get to meet the druid and either support his effort or fight him. So that would have been sort of another moral dilemma / decision point for you guys, but we didn't have enough time to do that. So, but anyhow, great. This is a super fun module. It was fun to get into some robots. So hope you guys
Yeah, it
had a
was
good
fun.
time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yes,
Thank you very much
most
for running.
definitely.
Hell yeah.
That was awesome.
You bet.
I love
It was a
playing
fun
this
group.
character.
Yeah. Yeah, these were great characters. They were largely randomly generated in D&D Beyond,
Yeah.
and then inspired and infused with some great creativity from you four. So thanks for playing. You guys are awesome. I'd play any time with y'all. So I'm sure we'll do this again.
Awesome.
As Tyler and Vamp know, when we find fun people to play with, we keep bringing them back for more. So anyhow, guys, thank you so much. Let's go around the table and do outros. Mike, why don't you start? Tell us a little bit about yourself. How can we connect with you? What's your hobbies? I don't know, favorite color, whatever you
Boy.
want to tell us.
Hobbies include doing 3D printing. I've been playing as Brett has. I've been playing D&D since edition 1, the red boxes, not the newer ones, but back in the 80s. And realistically, I'm not all over the place. I've got a YouTube channel where I've thrown a couple interesting videos about how I built a 3D printer that can print 16 inches by 16 inches by 16 inches.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I print Mandalorian helmets with that often.
Oh, that's cool.
This
Wow.
is by Alter Ego Armory, who lets people just print them off and sell them if they want to. But I'm also trying to join the Mandalorian Mercs group, which is another group that's tied loosely to the 501st, if anyone knows that in Star Wars. Other than that, man, my favorite thing to do on a good night is to sit around a table and play D&D with some great folks like these folks here. So thank you so much for having me.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for being here. Chad, Vamp Wickman.
Yep, Chad here. Play a lot of board games, play a lot of in-person D&D and Pathfinder. So because of that, I don't stream myself because I have several gaming groups, so I don't really need to put the effort in to stream it so much. I mean, I could do like some of the other channels. Right now I'm wearing one of Lord Gazumba's shirts for a module that he wrote. and what he does is awesome, but takes a lot of effort and a lot of cameras, and a lot of setup, and I'm not really there. I got so much else going on, but you can also find me at GaryCon. I work there. A part of the staff there, where we get together in Wisconsin every year, every March, to celebrate the great Gary Gygax. So that
It's a
was
good
awesome.
time.
I got to hang out with Dave there. I convinced him to come down
It was
to
well
hang
worth
out
it.
for the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to play lots of first edition,
Oh, so
first,
fun.
second edition, other stuff. You know, you get to meet all the OG people there. It's a lot of fun. So, but yeah, I mean, Dave's killed me 4 out of 6 of these, so my percentage is better, I guess now.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm having a blast with everybody that you've brought in. So we got a good crew of people here in your channel, and thanks for inviting me. Thanks for running it.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you. Hey, let's move over to Brett.
So yeah, I don't, like I say, I don't have any streams or anything like that. But I had a really fun time with the group. I'm glad I saw the thread where you put this together. I've seen you run your games on Twitch many times, and I'm like, yeah, it'd be fun to be a part of this. And everybody in the group was great. So yeah, just hang out here in Minnesota and trying to get into a few more games. And otherwise, I run a DM Greyhawk campaign every other Friday. But that's just, hanging out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you connected. You joined our Discord. I just put a link up there if folks want to get in on our Discord. It's a fun, safe place to hang out. You get to meet cool people, and man, I'm glad you jumped in on this, Brett. Really fun to get to know you better, and hopefully we'll be playing some more. And you're in Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota. Ty's in Minnesota. I think Mike's in Minnesota. So yeah, maybe we can all sit around a real table sometime in the not so distant future and play a game. I think that would be pretty fun.
I'd be all over it. Yeah, Duluth
Yep.
is only a couple hours away.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Cool.
All right, Tyler, Ty Thalanos.
Yeah, Ty Thalanos, here a lot on Twitch, playing video games, just kind of hanging out. I'll talk to chat, talk nerd to me. That's the goal of all this, and just meeting people and having fun. And D&D is the real passion. And if we get in and start talking some more, I'm gonna be starting a campaign here eventually. So maybe
Nice.
we'll start dropping some secrets and having fun in that. But that's a little ways out. We'll see on that. But you never know. A little encouragement, maybe it'll speed that up.
You
But,
can do it.
Yeah.
You should do it. You got to do it.
Oh, that's nerve wracking. That's real nerve wracking.
Oh man.
Please, sir, could I have some more?
Exactly. More D&D. All right. Well, thanks everybody. I really appreciate you guys being here. It was super fun. Thanks for being game for a very last minute. Let's play a one shot and just do it. Thanks to CZRPG again for writing this damn thing, and that was really fun. Loved the constructs. I liked the crystal bit where the crystals. I did forget one little bit that would have probably killed you, Vamp, but luckily I forgot it. But very cool module. So I'll definitely run it again sometime. All right, that's about it. I got to go to bed. Tomorrow is a work day. Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Wednesday night we play Beyond Saltmarsh. I should probably talk about that real quick. I don't even know what the command is for it, but hey, 7 to 10 p.m. CST, Beyond Saltmarsh. We've been going for about 2 years. The crew just left Narisbin, having defeated the Whisper and Aboleth that lived under the froth and had been controlling people's minds, and now they're off to a much brighter and friendlier place, the Medio Jungle. So we'll see you all next time. See you on Wednesday. Much appreciated. Bye-bye.